I gotta make it so when I change scenes it automatically unmutes. Because I have it set. I mute my shit. Yeah, hey, good catch, good catch. I definitely would not have caught that for honestly an embarrassing amount of time. But yeah, how's it going, guys? What's up? I'm still doing all of my setup stuff. I'm not gonna be going right into it right away. Just kind of gonna, right now we're gonna hang for a bit, wait for people to kind of simmer in, kind of get here, wait till a little bit after 9, because I have a lot of my friends who kind of want to sit in and kind of hear what's going on. But I spent like the past 2 or 3-ish hours kind of working up a basic script of things I want to talk over that I think are kind of important. Collecting just example videos and stuff to help add clarity. And yeah, just kind of planning this whole thing out. This is, I think, the most exciting stream that the stream that I'm most excited for, I think. Because it's something that I just know really, really well. It's like kind of my bread and butter, my specialty, my literal fucking occupation that I'm paid to do. So I'm excited to kind of share some knowledge with you guys, because TikTok is a really fucking good app for anyone who wants to make content, and nobody knows how to use it yet, which is still kind of weird because it's been around for a hot minute. But yeah, I'm excited, and I hope this is a good stream, and I hope you guys all really enjoy. I'm still just going to be chilling a little bit. I admittedly have to eat a bit because I was at the boxing gym a little bit earlier, and instead of eating a proper dinner afterwards, I rushed home so I could write the script. Just kind of a nerdy excuse, but it's the truth, so. Got some cold pizza. Which is honestly all you really need to survive anyhow. But what's up, guys? How's it going? What's new? What's exciting? How have your weeks been? Anything new going on in your lives? Anything great? Anything you want to share with the class? Also, I gotta make my tweet still too. Whoops. It's fine. I went live early just so I could give myself some time to warm up, shake the nerves out, and let people simmer in. And I'm realizing I didn't do all of the prep I needed to because I don't have a fucking tweet made up yet. That's honestly not a huge issue, I don't think. I can close this tab out. But yeah, Perk, I know you run the fake Ludwig account, by the way. I don't know if we've talked about it properly. I know you do. I liked, by the way, the video you made on TikTok, the one of you just using the account for your own shit. Honestly, kind of hype. I saw it on my For You page. I watched through the whole thing. I just need you to know that I appreciated it. I liked you putting the extra work in to kind of just like do your own thing and create your own content. 'Cause I thought it was funny as hell, the pizza vid. But yeah, all right. I pinged my Discord. Let me go through my mental checklist. Pinged my Discord. Put it in LB. Is there any other servers I want to dump this in? Probably not. Working down TikTok stuff tonight. And so I was like, hey, you know what? Honestly, I gotta give you props too. I think I talked to you about this at one point. But you had like my editing style copied so insanely well. When you made the videos, the first Ludwig video of like the merch and stuff, which also, by the way, I have no beef with that. I'm not upset with you. Ludwig was a little bit PO'd, I think. I just want to let you know. You're good. Listen, I'm not gonna leak names. I'm not gonna let him know who you are. But he saw it and he was like, "What the fuck?" Because selling merch is a little bit bold, But I saw the editing style. You kind of like did more or less like the exact kind of style I did, both for the Yard one you did and the fucking Ludwig one. Like you had it down. Like you know your shit. I think you could just crank that shit out with your own content. And I think you're fucking off to the races, genuinely. Down TikTok stuff tonight. The vibe. Later, but all right, let me get this tweet set up too. Now listen, this is not your bad. It's nothing for you to apologize for. It's not a big deal. It's not like Ludwig was like, how dare you take this fucking dude down. He was just like, oh, someone took my account, that's weird. And then he's like, oh, someone took my account and he's selling mogul merch. Interesting. As someone with no real stakes in any of that, I thought it was funny. I enjoyed it. I got a kick out of it. I had a good laugh. It was very funny though, seeing myself tagged in a video and clicking on it and being like, Why did I tag myself in a video I posted on the yard and then realizing it was the clip that the guys asked me not to put on TikTok that you edited for TikTok? And I was like, you know what? That's fair. But alright, let me link this. Get my fucking link from, where the hell do I keep it? Let me grab my Twitch link, post that in that Discord, and then I'll make my tweet, and then I'll start going from there. TikTok algo stuff. Yo, Alpha, what's up, dude? How's it going, my man? What's up? Welcome, welcome. You're still catching the start of the stream. I'm getting ready to get into the TikTok breakdown shit. I think I might have given you my document or like basic breakdown of stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna go a lot more in-depth with shit today. Because I just kind of am really tired of misinformation being spread by people who think they know what's happening and just trying to get really free views. The big issue I have, the reason I'm even doing this, is because I'm so tired of going on TikTok and seeing videos of like, yo, stop right there. Do you want to know how to go viral on TikTok? Try using hashtag For You page or hashtag whatever brand is sponsoring a hashtag. You'll get views guaranteed. And I'm like, you don't actually know what you're talking about. I'm like, your account has like, you got 10,000 followers off of 2 videos that have 5 million views, and they're both you lying about how the algorithm works. I'm like, come on. Come on, you're better than this. You don't have to clickbait it like that. I know lying is a great way for views. Lying is good for content, but like, come on, bro. Come on. Come on. It's just crazy. There's just a shit ton of misinformation out there. Alright. I'll put this here. Boom. That's sent. Alright, I'm making my tweet. And then I'm going to stop procrastinating. It's time. It is time for the masterclass. The TikTok masterclass, as I'm so confidently and cockily referring to it. But welcome, guys. Let me make this tweet. How to actually get famous on TikTok. Not clickbait. And then I'm going to post this shit 3 times. Actually, no, I'm going to post it 2 times. I think 3 times is overkill, you know? What's a good GIF? What's a good GIF for this? Are there any good TikTok GIFs? TikTok. These suck. These are all so bad. These suck. There's not a single good TikTok GIF, huh? Alright, rolling in money. Let's figure this out. This is the one. This is the one. Those algorithm guru creators would go to hell and back. Dude, all they do is lie. All the algorithm bait accounts do is lie. All they do. The entire fucking thing is just them making up bullshit. It's also the same. Here's another pet peeve. You guys, here's the thing. I'm going to get probably heated a little bit talking about some of this stuff because it's just all blatant misinformation. People who talk about shadow bans on TikTok. I don't know how to break it to you guys. I don't know how. Shadow bans are not as real as people think. They exist. Kind of, but it's not like, oh no, my TikToks aren't doing well, so TikTok has decided to remove me from the platform. It's like, no, if you're like, yo, I'm going to shoot a significant person, and you start making threats on TikTok, yeah, they'll fucking shadow ban you. No one will see your shit. But they're not gonna be like, ah, dude, this guy fell off. This dude fell off hard. Cut the cord. No one can see his videos. We're not gonna show no more FNAF from this boy. He's removed. Get him out of the algorithm. I don't want anyone seeing his shit anymore. Bad content. It's just not how it works. And everyone talks about the same with the people who are like, yo, creator fund. If you join the creator fund, you will lose views. No, that's not true. That's not true at all. It's just all lies. All of it. Like this post, I think dude, fucking here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the truth. Shadow banning exists on a couple platforms. Shadow banning is a thing some places. It is not a thing on fucking TikTok. At least in the way where, oh yeah, I got shadow banned for being boring and cringe. No, you did not get shadow banned. You're not in the algorithm because your videos weren't popping off as hard, so less people are seeing it. It's not how it works, man. It's just not the way it is. I don't know why people just say shit. Also, anyone who has ever created any kind of content on TikTok and has looked up the best times to post on TikTok, which I'm sure anyone who's any kind of creator, I'm sure you have. That fucking image that goddamn image. I have that in a tab for when I actually go through the talk of explaining how this shit worked. That image makes me so mad because it's just wrong. Hey, Climber, how's it going, dude? People just be using it to have an excuse. That's the whole thing. Like, here's the thing. Social media, in general, is a serotonin farm where, ooh, someone liked my thing, I feel good today. That's what social media is in general. And it's just like, everyone just like, how do I impression bait? How do I engagement bait? Oh, here's an image. Tag yourself. Which Pokemon are you? Here's a tier list that I made that's really bad. What are your thoughts? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Yeah, Perk. I post half my shit. 95% of the stuff I post on any fucking platform. I put it up between 2 a.m. and like 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, baby. This is EST. There is the rest of the world is asleep. Is that Daniel? Holy shit. How's it going, my friend? What's up? Welcome. Can we catch me on the rads? Oh, yeah, dude. It's just the editor grind. Here's my issue is as an editor, I wait for Ludwig's stream to end, and then I'm like, perfect, now I can clip this and edit it. And then I have to wait for the VOD to download, and I'm like, alright, great, now I can edit this. And then I have to, because he's on YouTube now and clips don't exist, have to go through the timestamp individually, find the clip that I found from the fucking shit I have. Love me some educational content. Hey, Bobby, I'm doing my part. How's it going, by the way, dude? And, no, Bella, I haven't ended up on Theater Kid TikTok. I've ended up on, like... I've had theater songs. I ended up on the Heathers TikTok from that one dude that everyone saw and was thirsting over, you know? Want to hear some TikTok, T? Oh, well, I'm getting ready to go into that. I'm just giving it a bit more time before I really get started with the talk. But I have a bunch of stuff formatted. Can I leak my tab? Which tabs do I have it in? I could probably, like, just, like, leak the general shit that I have here. I just have a bunch of stuff collected. Play better, T-Fez. Why are you telling me to play better? I can't. I'm doing my best here. I'm trying. Instead of downloading the VOD, I use OBS to record it, like, minute clip. Yeah, I mean, that works too, but the issue with Ludwig is if I ever screen record any of his stream stuff, the quality is always scuffed, and then people are always like, wow, man, you really recorded this with a microwave today, huh, bud? And I'm like, bro, I just wanted to get this done before 7 a.m. I needed some way to record this. He was still streaming, and I liked this moment. I was doing my part, you know? Oh, Daniel, it's crazy you mentioned that. Oh, wait, I have to actually fucking send myself the link. It's crazy you mentioned that. I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about that fucking trend of, hey, if you just put a bunch of words in your face over the 7-second song, you will go viral. And that it works and why it works. Because people, it doesn't work so much anymore because now people are used to it, but it's just a thing. It's, Bobby, it's, when I tell you I'm in hell, I mean I'm in hell. I'm so happy for Ludwig that he switched to YouTube. He deserves it. I'm glad he can kind of like focus on more creative content he wants to do and have a little more free time to himself. But that switch fucked my entire goddamn workflow. I used to be so efficient. I'd go through and check the top clips of the week. Easy work. I would find my own clip moments that I thought were funny, that I thought were doing well on TikTok. Now I have to clip something if I'm watching it, and I have to download the VOD and then go to the timestamp from the clip, assuming the VOD doesn't get deleted. Because if the VOD is deleted, every single clip is also gone. So everything I did is removed. It's gone. And there is nothing you can do to download clips off of YouTube. It's just not a feature. Dude, the TikTok algo is kind of moody. TikTok algo is moody, and there's like no guarantees because it's a really inconsistent app with a lot of stuff. But there's still a bunch of things you can do, like small things, like just description work, hashtags, trimming, etc., which make a huge difference that people just don't do. Like, one of my friends, Yoni, he has started uploading TikTok stuff. He doesn't even edit the shit. It's just clips of him playing Smash Bros. And bodying people with Steve, and he just uses really good hashtags, and he has gone viral like 4 times and has like 16,000 followers from it. And it's just because of that, which is insane to me. But anyway, I gotta send myself this link just so I have this video that I was looking for, and then I'll get started. Then I'll get right into the nitty-gritty of it. No more stalling. I'll just get right into TikTok stuff. I just have to get this link again. I'm just trying to find that 7-second sound that makes you go viral. Use this 7-second sound. It's honestly good clickbait. The Zoomers love Steve. Dude, the Zoomers do love Steve. The Zoomers see a Steve clip, and they're like, dude, holy fuck, whatever's gonna happen next is gonna blow my mind. Half the stuff on the Panda Global TikTok that goes viral is Esam doing a bread and butter Steve 0 to death that I think is sauceless. I'm like, this shit is boring. I do not care. And it goes viral. It gets like 2 million views every single time he does a Steve combo. And I'm like, alright. And then all the comments are like, wow, I love Steve. Minecraft is hype. I'm like, alright, well, we fucking hit the Minecraft side of TikTok. That's kind of cool. All right, I got this clip. I'm gonna I'm gonna stop with the stalling here, and then we're gonna just kind of get into it from there. Let me pull this up. Which tab is this going in? I'll put this in this Discord. Click here. For me, general. All right, for me. Where do I have this? Right here. Perfect. All right. I think this is where I needed this. Let me mute this. Pause that. This is probably fine. All right. Let me pull up my little cheat sheet of stuff I'm gonna talk about, and then if this starts at 30 minutes, I get why every streamer does just chatting into actual stuff. Well, it's also just the thing. Like, if you go live, it takes people a bit of time to trickle in. I said I was gonna go live at 9, so I'm like, let me just stall a little bit. You know? Should it still be? Is it set fucking? It should not be. It should, believe it or not be set to Sims. Thank you for catching that. I literally would not have known. My OBS is haunted, and it changes my game all the time. This is a recurring issue that I have, and I don't know why it happens. I appreciate you letting me know, because I would just not have noticed. But alright, let me minimize this. Let me... Does it... Wait, is the title right, by the way? Is the title right? I didn't check that when I pulled this shit up one more time. How to actually... Okay, good. My clickbait title is real. Alrighty, let me pull up my cheat sheet, and then I can stop stalling and actually get into this shit. But yeah, all right. So this will be the start of the actual video here. But hey guys, what's up? My name is Radstats. As background for anyone who's new, first timer, kind of lurking, checking it out. Saw the tweet through a friend or a friend of a friend, and just kind of trying to check it out. I'm kind of a TikTok guy. I'm Ludwig's TikTok guy. I run his account. I run the Yards account. I run the TikTok for Panda Global. I also do social media for them. They're an esports team focused on fighting games and like Smash Bros and stuff. I work with Blau Stories, managing his account. Jameski, I've advised. Crispy, I've helped Trash Taste guys find people. I've helped a bunch of my editor friends who edit for the big creators with the algorithm stuff. I have a document I've shared to friends and content creators who have all said it's been really helpful for them. And I've been doing this for like a year and a half, so I kind of feel pretty qualified to talk about this. I'm not going to say I know everything. I'm not going to pretend I do, and I'm only going to talk about the stuff that I really know for sure. But I have a whole list of like all the basic stuff of TikTok algorithm, whatever the hell, tricks you can do to help your content reach the right audience, and like, you know, profit off of it, make the most out of it, and really start to get a following through TikTok, which is, in my opinion, the best app to get discovered, get a following, and kind of figure out your content creator journey. But yeah, so basics of TikTok. I'm sure you guys know this, but TikTok is like, I think, literally the fastest growing social media platform. It has like 1 billion some odd active users a month, which granted doesn't necessarily need a lot, because like if you open the app once in a month, you're technically an active user, but it's still huge. I think it has more watch time overall than YouTube does at this point, which is also insane, or by the average person at least. And it's just growing and exploding in a lot of ways. And the algorithm, as I said before, is just built for discoverability in a way that you can really get views and followers with no following base. You can upload a video, have 20 followers, have 100 followers, and have it pop off just because the algorithm prioritizes good content. It prioritizes stuff that people want to watch, want to continue watching, and want to comment on, share with friends, like, etc., etc. So it just really rewards you for making stuff for the platform. So another important thing for many of my friends who are like, I kind of want to get into TikTok, but I can't afford it. I want to say I get it. Like, if you're like a smaller creator, you don't necessarily need to have a dedicated editor for it. TikTok doesn't make money. The creator fund pays out like dog shit. I can say on my own end, from working with Ludwig and having the creator fund as a thing for like 6 months now, or however the hell long it's been. I think, actually no, it's been longer than that. It's been like 8 months, I think. I think we have only made, or we've made 4K over 8 months total. And that's like compared to YouTube, where like you can make 4K off of a single video. Like a 15-minute video that gets like 1 million views is insane money. I know $4,000 like seems like a lot, and it's kind of weird to like complain about it, but in the grand scheme of things, that's like $4,000 for like probably a couple 100 million views. It's like literally pennies for thousands of views. So if you're trying to get to TikTok for the like purpose of, oh, I would like to become rich, that's not the move. It's literally just for, I want to kind of grow my account. But if you're a smaller creator, you're like, I want to use TikTok, I just can't afford an editor. The good news is you really don't have to like pay for any fancy schmancy editor. There's a lot of stuff you can do. I'm going to talk about it all later. but you can be really successful on TikTok without doing much editing stuff. For example, Yanni. If anyone is in the Smash community, you might know him. He's one of the top level Steves. He's fantastic. Funny as hell. Great dude. Love his streams. But he started using TikTok, and he has 2 videos that have over, like, 1 million views. This one is 500,000. This one's 250,000. He has 16,000 followers. Almost all of these followers are just from these 2 videos, and the editing he's done for it is... He's done some stuff, but there's nothing... Actually, let me pause my music now. I forgot that was still on. Pause this. Okay. But this is his video. It's not trimmed. There's no face cam. It's something he edited. He had to do a little bit of speed stuff, but it's just this. And this has tons of views. Tons of views. This has 3 million views. Here's another one. 1.4 million views. He did not edit this. There was nothing he had to do. He didn't have to even open Premiere for this necessarily. He just had a clip. And he threw it together, put it on TikTok, used good hashtags and stuff, and it popped off. And because of this, he has 16,000 on TikTok. And this is just one example. There's also, if you want an example, Miskiff. I love Miskiff. I think it's funny as hell. His TikToks, they pop off. He has 770,000 followers. And all of his stuff, he doesn't do anything crazy editing-wise. He has little zooms and stuff that I think Rosie does. I believe Rosie runs a TikTok. I could be wrong. But I'll just show you his stuff. There's no subtitling. It's just a zoom and a blur on the background.
Is it Northern Ireland?
And it can pop off still.
I thought Scotland was its own place.
Just like this.
Isn't Ireland next to
Nothing
Scotland?
fancy. Then there's fucking Moist Critical, who posts, again, an insane amount of videos all the time. All this is trimming the video, placing it in a specific section, and he has a face cam. There's no subtitling. At all. You don't need to do anything fancy. You can do the fancy stuff if you want to put the time in, but you don't have to. You can succeed just based on knowing how all the stuff on the platform works. It's just not necessary. And he posts a shit ton of stuff. And granted, it doesn't all go insanely viral, but this one has 800,000 views. What else is there? This one has 190,000 views. He has a couple of them that have 1 million. He's got a couple that have gone viral as sounds. And then there's also Jay Wong. Panda works. He's a player or staff for Panda. Great dude. He is in the most niche community on TikTok. He plays fighting games. Nobody on TikTok gives a shit about fighting games. I know, because on the Panda stuff, on the Panda Global account, we tried to do fighting game stuff, and it's really hard to get views for anything. Even fucking with any hashtag stuff, it's hard, and he's succeeding. He's at 4.2K after like 2 months of uploading fairly frequently. I think he does like every day. And he has videos with like, this one has 80,000. There's no face cam. He literally just set it up for TikTok. And has 80,000 in probably the most niche community on TikTok. So you can get views in like any kind of category. It's not like, oh, I have to do the trending shit to get views. I have to be a specific kind of creator to get views. You just don't. You can do damn near whatever you want and succeed. You don't have to pay for fancy edits. You don't have to spend hours a day editing. If you want to, you can. It'll definitely help. Flashy edits will kind of keep people hooked. But you don't have to. But to kind of get into why these accounts have been so successful and why other accounts have been so successful with TikTok, it's kind of important to look at why and how the algorithm works. So for starters, the big thing is that the algorithm itself, or this is, I guess, just a starting point. The algorithm itself legitimately only cares about any kind of engagement, views, shares, comments, etc. from people who find the content on their For You page. And the For You page is, does it even exist on mobile? For You page is just like, I'll just show the one on Panda. It's just what shows up based on the stuff you like. This is a video on my For You page. It's Valorant. If I like this video, it tells the algorithm that I like this video. If I were to go to this person's account and I were to like and watch every single video they have ever done, it would not matter. It would not push their content to more people because the For You page is the only way the algorithm really detects stuff. That's also why I'm going to use an example here of one of my good friends. This is Overwatch? I thought it was Valorant, dude. I didn't look too close. I saw this one. Who cares? Now I'm going to have Overwatch on my For You page, which is kind of an L, but I'll hold that. But no, yeah. And here's an example, by the way. I'm going to use my good friend Ayala. She edits for puns and edited TikTok for him. And it was a really good TikTok. And let me just look at this really quickly. I want to show you this video. I think how many views did this get? This had 190,000 views. A lot of views. It has 62,000 likes, 1,000 comments. This is an insane amount of engagement. You would expect with this kind of rate. Like, my usual golden ratio is if you get 1 like per 4 views, I usually expect the video is going to get like 1 million. This is like 3-1, just about. A little bit under, but just about 3-1, which is crazy. And this didn't do so well, or didn't do as well as I think it probably could have with the numbers, because he posted this on his fucking private. He said, "Yo, new TikTok, go peep the account." And a lot of people, let me try to find some comments here. Where is it? I saw him commenting because you said so. Anything for you, King. Definitely not here from the private tweet. Nope. It's all the views came from people going to his profile and watching it. And I'm sure there are people who also found it organically, but the reason it didn't pop off as hard as you'd expect is because everyone saw it through his profile. It doesn't matter. Once it hits like a 1-to-6 ratio, kind of stops serving it to the For You page. I'll get into that later, Perk. It's a little bit more involved than that. But it's 1 in 6, you can still get viral. It's the more views you get, the more the ratio falls off because it starts to push it to more people who just don't give a shit. Like, I have videos that have like a 1 in 4 ratio that have like 1 million views, and I've kept that. And I have videos that have like 12 million views with a 1 in 7. And it was like they started at 1 in 4, but as it pushed to more people, they didn't really care as much. So, what is this next section? Let me actually talk about the algorithm stuff. So, the way the For You page suggests content is based on actually a couple of things. I actually can draw this. I'll have a little diagram here. The big things are... I'm going to make this smaller brush. Sorry. Pardon the scuff. I've never done a stream like this properly before. But TikTok insists on never showing you any of your favorite content creators' videos in For You page. Yes and no. If you like the content a lot, it's more likely to show up, but it's not a guaranteed thing. It also depends on when you go based on when they post. There's a lot of like weird shit that goes on behind the scenes that people just don't know about or don't talk about. But so for the things that matter, things that I actually cares about is one, I don't know why it's blue, but one, description. Description is the big thing, and more specifically is hashtags. Hashtags are the biggest part of it, because that's just how it decides what content you like. Because it recommends content based on the hashtags that you've liked. Hashtags. I don't know why I'm writing it like this. I could just type it up. I'm just going to fucking type it up faster. I'll draw it later. I don't know why I have to type this. Is shadow banning actually real? Shadow banning is, here's my professional opinion. Shadow banning is 98% cap. It's people don't know what a shadow ban is. It's not as real or even like a thing to any capacity in the way that people think. Your content won't be suggested as much. I'll talk about it later. But shadow banning is, from my experience, not a real thing. But descriptions, hashtags, pardon the fact that this one's written. Two is the sound, is like if you add a sound to it, it's kind of important. It kind of will suggest it based on people who like the sound. Same with video effects. If you follow the account, or just following status, I'll do. Like if you follow an account, you're more likely to get their content on your page. And likewise, the last one, which kind of doesn't really matter so much, is the region it was posted in. The region thing genuinely just exists so that you're not opening TikTok and getting videos that are in Italian when you just don't know how it works. Hey, how's it going, by the way, Celestin? How's it going, Deke? Coping for falling off. It's not even necessarily falling off. It's just like it's not what people think. People are like, oh, TikTok. So everyone's perception of shadow banning is TikTok has stopped recommending my videos to people because I did something wrong and they hate me. The only way that really happens is if you violate the terms of service or you like threaten an influential figure or just do something that's just against the rules. TikTok will limit your discoverability. It won't show your stuff as much on For You pages. It won't really sometimes you can't be found if you search it up. Your account will exist. You might get banned at some point, but that's the real capacity of a shadow ban. A lot of people will be like, oh, I posted a video and it got 1,000 views. Usually I get 4,000 views. I guess I'm shadow banned. And it's like, no, that's just not how it works. It's just algorithm stuff. I'll explain it more detailed later, but it's just not a real thing. So yeah, these are the 4 main things. I'm sorry this one is written so scuffed. But the biggest one, the only one that really matters, or the one that matters the most, is description and hashtags. So, let me get rid of this. I don't know why I fucking drew on the background layer. That was kind of dumb of me. But let me explain how the hashtags work, because hashtags is just TikTok's way of recommending anything ever. So, brush, let me make this, what size? 12? 10? That's good. That's probably fine. So the way hashtags work is TikTok will kind of catalog the kind of content you like based on descriptions, sounds, effects, all the stuff I just talked about before. And one of the big indicators is hashtags. So if you like, that's how people are like, oh, I ended up on fucking boxing TikTok, or oh, I'm in cornhole TikTok. And like, how did this happen? It's because, well, you got cornhole on your TikTok once, you watched the video all the way through, and then you liked it. And TikTok says, oh, you liked this video, you watched it all the way through, and you shared it with a friend? I'm gonna show you more of it. I'm just gonna keep showing you cornhole stuff until you stop giving a shit. That's how it works. That's how the algorithm works. And so the biggest thing, if you want to kind of increase your discoverability on TikTok, man, why am I getting texted? So the big thing for discoverability is just hashtags. You want to kind of know what hashtags to use, which ones not to use. And there's no real like clear-cut answer, but the big thing is, let me just explain how hashtags work in general. Let's say you have 5 hashtags. I'm going to say for one, I'm just going to do For You page, which is the one that everyone fucking uses. And 2, 3, 4 don't really matter. I'll just say game. My app updated today. I actually haven't seen the new interface at all. If it sucks, I'm gonna be kind of upset. Game, and then just 2 and 3, which can be whatever. And what happens is when you upload a video, TikTok will look at all the stuff you've done and be like, all right, cool. So you've made this video. This is the description. These are the hashtags you've used. We're gonna try to find an audience that we think will enjoy your content based on how you presented it to us, based on the hashtags, based on everything. It'll find people who have liked content with For You page and whatever the game is, and then whatever the 2 and 3 options are. But what happens is it kind of tries to look at all of them at once. And so what'll happen a lot of the time is For You page is the one that there's always gonna be someone on TikTok with For You page that they like. Because everyone will like a video with hashtag For You page because everyone puts in their content. So what'll happen is this one, you'll get most of your viewers from this. And let's say for a second, let's say like in like Jay Wong's example, where he is doing a fighting game. And there are not a lot of people who really give a shit about like Street Fighter TikTok. So there's not a lot of people for this. So you get a small share. You get like a little sliver of viewers here. And then 2 and 3, let's say it's streamer, which will make it bigger because streamer is a pretty big category. And then I'll say this one is like, I don't fucking know. This one will be like Justin's name, like Justin Wong, you know, a bit of Jay Wong. And this one doesn't really have a lot, so it's also going to be kind of small. I'm also sorry with how terribly drawn this is. I wish I had a tablet, but I don't. So this is just obviously the bigger share here. This is such an awful diagram. If this sucks, I'm so sorry, but I'm just going to keep rolling with it because I'm too lazy to erase and draw it again. And actually, hang, what if I just do this? Can I save this? Here. For You page. We can recover. We're going to fix this. We're going to get through this. Game, we're going to make it this size. This is how big this one is. 2, we're going to make it a little, hey, this is 105. This is easy fix. Easy fix. Listen, I'm a video editor, not a graphic designer. We're going to ignore how terrible this is. I'm not going to do listen, this is fine. This is okay. It's only going to be really small. And then I'm just going to erase everything else, and we're going to pretend I didn't spend like 30 minutes drawing this diagram. And so here are the examples, the very clearly drawn examples of how the views will spread out. And if in Justin and Jay Wong's example again, it's a video where it's Street Fighter, the average person on TikTok will not give a shit. Most people on TikTok, I don't have a percentage, I'm going to pull one out of my ass. 60% of people on TikTok are the most normal fucking people in the entire world. Use color coding? Fine, I'll use color coding. Here, you know what? I know what I'll do. I have an easy fix for this. I can do it this way. I don't know why I didn't do this at first. Kind of dumb of me, but we're gonna do it this way. Here, there's this bar, and then I'll color code it based on how much it gets. Here, you guys welcome? You're welcome. Here. So, here we go. This is Jay Wong as his tag. Well, this is how many views that would get. Blue is gonna be, I guess, Blue is gonna be the game. I'll make it the game. I'll make it a little bit bigger. Like here. If it's not exact, it doesn't matter. This is just a way of visualizing it that's not this. Because this sucked. I can't even lie. I can't even save it. That was just terrible. I thought I could draw better with my mouse than I can. Turns out I am not an artist to any capacity. But that's all right. I subtitle shit and I trim clips. This is fine. This gets the job done. This is whatever the second one is. And the black I'll leave as For You page. I'll leave it black as I'll just say because people that are in this category will not give a shit. So what happens is, because the majority of people who saw the content are people who are the normies, the people who go on TikTok to see and watch just videos of dancing, or videos of a guy doing an unfunny skit for a minute straight, or people that will scroll through TikTok and see a food video and watch the entire 3 minutes of it, they will not care. if anyone goes through, I don't care what I'm looking at, but I like it. Stop. This is supposed to be. I'm gonna. We're gonna erase all of this. We're gonna erase all of this. We're gonna wipe away all of my sins. Can I not erase this? Never mind. I can't erase. Oh, that's because I have it selected still. We're just gonna clear this away. No one has to worry about this. Okay? We're good. We're fine. Ignore the fact that this is also visual now. This is good. Yeah, this is perfect. This is completely professional. Professional streamer over here. And so once again, this section is the For You page. This is, I'll say hashtag Twitch, for example. This is Street Fighter. This is Jaywong as the hashtag. Because most of the people are normies who do not give a shit about Street Fighter. They will see the video, watch for half a second, and be like, I don't know what this is. There's too many numbers and colors. I'm going to scroll. They scroll. That tells the algorithm that the video sucks. Let's say the people on Twitch, let's say a third of them are like, oh, I kind of like Street Fighter. I'll watch for 10 seconds and scroll. That tells TikTok that the video sucks. All the Street Fighter fans, all 20 of them that are consistently rocking and chilling on TikTok, that are like, holy shit, I am just here to consume fighting game content. For whatever reason, I don't know why you'd want to do that. They are like creaming their jeans. They're like, this is prime content. Jaywong, the god, is posting on TikTok. They can like this shit, share this shit, do whatever the hell they want, watch it 50 times through. It will not matter. Because the algorithm has already decided that your video sucks because the people who saw it that weren't the target audience did not care. They did not interact. They did not want to watch it. They did not want to see any more of it. So that's why hashtag optimization is such a big part of it. If you're like my suggestion, and I actually let me just show some bad examples of hashtags. Because these are ones that everyone does, and they are so stupid and dumb. And I see this in so many videos and so many streamers. Any of these trending hashtags, these are all terrible. Unless you are someone who is making actual, like, pristine comedy content that you think anyone with no context of whatever the fuck is going on could watch and enjoy, do not use these ever. I think they're terrible. Like, here are the popular ones. TikTok, For You page, FYP, For You, viral, love, funny, memes. Memes, maybe. I don't know. Memes if it's a meme, who really gives a shit? But For You page is terrible. Because you're just going to be recommended to normies. You don't give a shit. And it's the same with when people are like, yo, if this brand is having some kind of sponsored hashtag, you want to make sure you throw this in your description? Fucking don't. That doesn't help either. That's for some specific activation. It's pretty much just the For You page, but limited edition. Don't do it. It doesn't help. And everyone does it all the fucking time. And I don't know how people haven't realized, but it sucks. It just hurts. It hurts your video in the algorithm. So what you want to do is you want to try to use whatever hashtags are best suited to the content. If it's something like for example, for Ludwig's account, I will use hashtag Ludwig because it's very established in a way where people know Ludwig. The content, the hashtag is just taken over by Ludwig. And then I'll use hashtag streamer. I used to use Twitch when he was on Twitch. I tried YouTubers for a bit. That didn't work out because it was still a different audience. So I just use streamer. And it works, and it's good for videos like on Panda, which is fighting game focused stuff, which is like Smash stuff. I will, for example, use like hashtag Smash Bros, hashtag Nintendo, hashtag Panda Global, and I think that's about. Do I use anything else? I might have done before, but I kind of just use those three because that guides it to the right audience. Is not too much. Sometimes I'll throw hashtag streamer in if it's Smash because people know Smash. If it's a fighting game, I will just do like hashtag FGC, hashtag Street Fighter 5, hashtag Panda Global, because nothing else really matter. So you want to, the more niche your content is, the more niche you want your hashtags to be, because you want to reach that audience that will care. Because the engagements from people who find the video organically in the For You page is all that matters. If it's more broad, you can be more broad. That's fine. Just do not let me catching any of you fuckers doing this. This will never help you. These are not good in any situation ever. So another thing that I'm also going to recommend. This is a little trick of the trade that I've kind of learned. Fuck, you fell asleep? Sean, am I that boring? Huh? Really? Hey, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry the TikTok algorithm stuff is so boring. No, I know but you're good, Sean. How's it going? Welcome, dude. But no, so what you can do, another little trick that I suggest, regardless of how big you are of a creator, I suggest that everyone makes a hashtag for their own username. And I suggest this for two reasons. One, it's pretty much a double indicator, which is a thing where like, oh, I like this content from, I'll use Ludwig as an example. I like Ludwig's content. It also has hashtag Ludwig in the description as a hashtag. So the algorithm will be like, oh, hey, cool. It likes posts by this one account. I'm going to recommend this. And then it's like, oh, cool. They also like this hashtag. And it doesn't check to be like, oh, this is a hashtag focused on this one specific user. It just kind of like just looks and is like, all right, cool. Likes this hashtag, likes this username. That's cool. It's two things we're going to use. And it's a double indicator, so your content will be more suggested to people who will care, who will be invested and involved with your content. Two, the other thing, the other little secret thing, the other benefit, TikTok has the worst metrics and analytics of pretty much any social media app ever. And I know they're trying to fix it. TikTok, I am begging you from the bottom of my heart, please fix this. The only way to see how many views you actually have on your account is by checking how many total views there are on a hashtag that only you use. Like for Ludwig's account, I have checked the views of videos that I've made one time, and I had to, I'm not kidding, go through manually and add up the views just to fucking know. Cause you just can't tell. Let me see if let me try to show you guys what the TikTok analytics page looks like really quick. I don't think there's anything vulnerable in here. I don't really care. But this is all you get. If you try to go to custom, this is also the Panda Global. This is the social media for the esports team. If you try to go further back, you cannot go before 2021. You can only do 60 days, and you can only do the most recent 60 days. It does not catalog it. It does not store it. It shows you nothing. And if you click on content, this is all it shows you. It shows you views and likes and shit and all this. And if you go on followers, this is all it shows you. And none of this really matters except maybe the activity time, which even then isn't really important. It doesn't matter that much. So you have nothing. So having a hashtag with your username, if you're smaller, actually works better. You can keep track of total views. That's the only way you can do it. Made a site where you can type in the ad and it does it for you. Oh, Celeste, please God, if you can link that. I had no idea that was a thing, and that will save me so much fucking heartache. I have done this so many times, and it's hell. It's hell. I didn't know that was a thing. I will, honestly, I will plug that shit so hard too, because that sounds so insanely hype. But yeah, so that's another big thing with the hashtags. It's also part of, this is kind of an aside, but that's how you'll end up on weird niche sides of TikTok where people are like, you'll end up on like a cornhole TikTok, as I said, for example. It's also it's kind of an issue in a way, I think, because a lot of time, like I have friends who are like female streamers and creators who will end up with a bunch of just weird incel fucking strange dudes commenting hate shit, and they just don't seem to go away. And the reason for that is, again, part of the algorithm, because these people will watch the video and be like, I'm gonna call this random stranger a bitch. And they watch the video and they comment it, and then TikTok is like, oh, you commented, I'm not gonna check what you said, but I'm gonna show you more of their content. And it's just how it works. And it's just like an issue. It's part of the reason for that. So, yeah. Yeah, oh, you like this? You like this kind of content? You like when women create content on TikTok? Clearly, you are a friend. You are a friend and not a foe. You commented, die in a hole. Here's more of their videos. You're clearly a fan. I'm going to show you this nonstop, and you can keep commenting hate shit, and the more you comment it, the more you will get it. And it just feeds into itself. It's the algorithm is good except when it's bad, you know? They get so mad when I tell them to get no bitches. Then they're mad that I tell them they're only gonna see me more. It's true. That's how it works. It's so funny. It's like, wow, you fucking suck. Oh, girl on the internet? Ew, cringe, weird. I'm like, bro, you just commented. You're now stuck in this limbo. I get it, dude. I get it. You're a sexist. Now you're in sexist hell. All your entire For You page is gonna be your fucking worst nightmare. Oh no, there's women on my For You page. How did I do this to myself? I just wanted to like Valorant clips. Why did I comment hate on shit? You're dumb. I don't feel bad for you. But that's part of the reason for that, which is a quick aside. But alright, so the next thing is, so the main thing, now that we know how the algorithm works, now it suggests content, the big thing for how content is pushed is a number of factors, like obviously views are a big factor, but the bigger factor of views in general is watch time and completion rate, which kind of has different variability, different levels for like, oh, this is what we're looking for. We want this many views, this many likes, this many comments, etc., etc. It kind of depends on the video length. It depends on a couple of factors. But what was that? Hang on, I completely lost. I have an example here. So there are videos that, where did I put this in the slide? Is it this one? This one? There are videos that you'll see on TikTok. This was a trend for a little while, where it was this video. Can I make this a little bit bigger? It's this video, and it says, If your views are down, use this sound for 7 seconds. TikTok is pushing this to the For You page. You literally have to do nothing and go viral. Check my last post with this sound. Thank me later. It took me like 12 seconds to read all of that. It's a quick video. People will read for the first however long. If they scroll away, it's a 7-second video. They're going to be watching at least half of it. A lot of people will watch it twice through to be like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Because this video, how many views does this have? This is 148,000 likes. How many views? This guy's account has like no views otherwise. When did he post this? Do I care enough to keep looking? When was this posted? So it's after this. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't care enough to keep looking. It might actually just be in the sound. Is it in the sound? I don't even know. I wish fucking desktop TikTok didn't actually suck. But yeah, so that it went viral because it doesn't work half the time because here's the main issue with that, Celeste, is that people did it so much no one gives a shit anymore. The first time it was done, people were like, that's cool, I'm gonna do that, and then you get inundated with a bunch of fucking garbage where everyone is just doing it's just all a bunch of words, and you're just like, oh, okay, well now I know the sound, I know what's happening. It's just a wall of text, I'm gonna keep scrolling. And if people watch a 1.5 seconds of a 7-second video, TikTok is like, oh, this sucks too, and it won't recommend it. But that's why stuff like that, short videos, people are like, oh, this is the way to go. This is the way it should work. And like, I don't necessarily think that's true, but that's kind of a big factor. So let me go into watch time a little bit because I just gave an example of a 7-second video that did well. You don't have to have short content. I grabbed some analytics from a bunch of stuff from Ludwig's account. These are like the bigger videos that did really, really well. And I can show you that length isn't really a big deal. It's mostly just like the average watch time is the big factor. Watchful video also matters. So here's a video. This one got 12 million. This is pretty much just him reacting to Schlatt's big purge of his website, you know? 12 million views, 2 million likes. That's like a 1-in-6 ratio. So it has a really good amount of engagements and stuff. Average watch time, 39.5 seconds. That's well over a half. Watched full is still only 38%, but more than half of the video was watched by a lot of people, so it kept pushing it. This ended up with 12 million views, 10.5 million different independent audiences, and everything was For You page. Another example. This is a 78-second video. This is over a minute. I know everyone's like, oh, TikTok, you want short-form stuff. No, you don't have to do short-form stuff. This is over a minute. I can't even post this on YouTube Shorts. And because 47.8%, this is more than half of the video is the average watch time. We're just like around at least. Watchful video, 40%. These are high amounts. That's why it has 11 million views. And this also probably fell off as it was pushed to a wider audience. This one, 69 seconds. Nice. But this has 5.8 million views. Only 20% of people watched the full thing, but most people that stayed watched more than half. It did really well. It has really good engagement. It has a really good ratio. Another example, 52 seconds, 3.2 million, etc. This one, half of it watched. It didn't even get as many views, you know? And here's another short one. Just as, again, another example for short videos. This is a 12-second video. This is just like a trend. This is a jump scare thing. This had a lot of shares, which definitely really helped too. But the average watch time was longer than the entire video. And watchful video is still only 47%, and it still got a lot of views. And I'll give you as an example, I think I have one video that did absolutely dog shit. Well, it's because the average time is based on rewatch. I'll talk about rewatch time and how it's important because it just averages the total time. That's why the total views here this is 7.1 million views. This is only 6.2 million independent people have seen it. So that means that like approximately 1 million people watched it more than once or watched it on loop or whatever. Here's an example of a video that sucked. This video was just me stretching content because I do it daily for him and it's exhausting sometimes. So I was like, I'll do React content. I'll try to figure out how to make it work. 73K likes. Average watch time is still over half. It just didn't perform well. It didn't get engagement, which is still a factor, but like it's a shorter video with a bad watch rate, you know? So if I leave a TikTok on loop while I sleep, it'll go dummy. Yes and no. I think I don't know for sure about this part. By the way, hi Trevor. I don't know for sure about this. And Drago, by the way. Hey Drago. I don't know for sure about it, but I believe after a certain point, if you're not doing something, it doesn't care. Like if you just have your phone and you're just holding it like this and you're like, yeah, I'm watching a TikTok a million times. I don't think TikTok is going to think, holy shit, this one guy watched this video 5,000 times. This is peak content. This is the best thing we've ever had. We have to show the entire world because one person watched it 1,000 times. It might be because it's one account. It's a really big outlier. It might be because you're not actually active on your phone. I don't know for sure, but it doesn't really matter that much. Do I have any examples? Okay. So it's just watch time is a big part. And it's also with the way content is pushed, and the reason why some of the ratios of like likes and like engagements for views kind of fall off a little bit is because what happens is TikTok will initially show it to a small audience. It'll show it to like, I'll make up a number because it kind of depends on the account size. It'll show it to like, say, 200 people at first. And if it'll show it to a specific group that it thinks is the most likely to engage with and watch the video. It's like, yeah, this is good. We like this. We're going to show this to this specific group because I think they'll like it. And if that group likes it, it goes, all right, cool, let's go a little bit broader. And it stretches it out a little bit, finds a new audience, and it's like, all right, cool, this is good. We're going to keep spreading it. We're going to keep spreading it, showing it to more people until it gets to the point that it reaches a point that the most broad audience doesn't give a shit anymore, either in engagements or likes or watch time. They just don't really care so much anymore. And at that point, like, all right, you know what, hey, that's fine. We've reached the peak audience. We're not going to really push people anymore. We might try it again later with the second wave, but this is where we're going to leave it for now. And it's fine, and it works, and it's good. And I think it's a really good way that the system works because it kind of will sample different size groups to kind of find about how many views a video deserves. But so the big thing, effectively, aside from the hashtag stuff, if you want your video to do well, you need people to watch it. You need people to rewatch it, to watch it, and there's a couple ways you can do that. The first big one, actually, let me get my music going again too. It's just suddenly very quiet in my head, and I'm like, I want a little bit of background sound. So the big one is obviously you want to have a strong hook. You want to have the video start off with something good, so people are likely to be like, oh, let me watch through. Oh, something exciting happened in the first 3 seconds. Either it's someone says something huge, or there's some crazy thing on screen or whatever. I'll give another example. I'll show a Miskiff one, for example, again. This is what I think Miskiff does really well. Again, his videos, they don't really do anything fancy. It's just kind of here, blur, and some zoom stuff. But all of his videos, for the most part, there's a zoom. There's a bit of a zoom. There's a bit of a zoom. There's a bit of a zoom. It's starting with movement. And what the movement is it just kind of, one, it makes it so people who watch it be like, oh, this is a Miskiff video. And it's kind of a style that's kind of ingrained or associated with him. But it also has people who were maybe a little 50-50. There's movement, and it's dumb, but people be like, oh, movement, stimuli, wow, I want to see what happens. It's the same reason why people are like, oh, SpongeBob does shit every 3 seconds, you know? So the zoom helps, and it's good, and it's helpful because people watch the first few seconds. After that, the next thing people watch is after they have watched the first bit of time, they will read the shit in the top of the screen. If you have text, they'll read that. They'll be like, huh, Aiden Ross gets rolled by 100 thieves? Interesting. Maybe after that, they will read the description. Banks can't save him from that one. And at that point, if they were like 50-50, people will probably just see this and still scroll. But some people who are on the fence will watch a little bit longer. And let's say half of them get to this point and decide, I don't want to watch it. That's already, if this is a 15-second video, to see the zoom, read this, that's probably around 5-6 seconds. It's not a crazy amount of time, but people who wouldn't give a shit are going to stay for longer, which helps. Another thing you can do is just, aside from just having a good clickbaity description, is engagement bait, which is something that also I'm going to use Miskiff's account as an example again here. He has on every single video, I think Rosie's the one who runs it again, he will comment, yo for 100 thieves or W for face. And he'll comment this is 152 replies.
It's rough out here.
Yo,
man.
if I'm a bad friend, 41 replies.
Is it a game of...
Yo, if you think I nailed it, 35 replies. Nothing crazy, but what ends up happening is people will see the video, and this is another trick for TikTok, is when you're commenting on a post, 9 times out of 10, you are not, or I'm going to even say more than that, it's like 95% of the time, you are not going to pause the video to comment. You're just going to keep the video playing, you're going to pull up the comment section, maybe you'll read through, like, oh, let me have a little response. Let me say, oh, this was such a funny video, ha 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 ha. And the time that you commented that, the video has played through 4 separate times. And in those 4 separate plays, the algorithm is now like, huh, wow, this person watched it 4 times, that's good. The watch rate, average watch rate is going to go up because you're spending time commenting. And it just helps you a lot. And that's why stuff like this is good. I personally don't do it, but it helps and it works. And it's a good way to do it because it just kind of will keep people rolling, keep people coming back to it. And it'll keep the average plays, watch time, and loop time going. You can also, as description stuff, you can also do shit like, do I have an example on Ludwig's account? I don't do crazy clickbait stuff, but I'll do like, sometimes I just need my chat to humble me a little bit. And it's like wordy enough where people are reading like, oh, I wonder what happens. Like this is like, it's effectively clickbait because TikTok doesn't have clickbait. It's like you can have thumbnails, but they don't matter because again, views through your page don't matter at all. So the clickbait you have to have is through a strong hook and the description stuff being engaging with people like, oh, I want to know what happens. And it's also I completely lost my train of thought. You know what? It's not crazy important. It's just you want to clickbait because TikTok is an app where you can't really specify. There's no guarantee that your followers are going to see your video. It's more likely, but there's not a guarantee. So your clickbait has to come in the form of making the average person who sees your video want to watch more. Is there anything else on watch time completion rate? No, I think that's most of the stuff I've written for that. Comments are, again, I have stuff on comments. It kind of falls back to, again, the whole part where comments, the video keeps playing, it's a loop, it's a play, it helps you a lot that way. I recommend, a lot of people say, oh, make sure you reply to every comment, like every comment, etc., etc. I don't think you have to do that. My advice, and what I found the most success with, is commenting to specific things. Being like, oh, this is funny or whatever, like, haha, like, just some kind of community thing. So people think, oh, I want to reply because there is a chance that the creator who I am engaging with will reply back. And you can like stuff, it doesn't really matter so much. But it's also another thing with comments, this is also kind of important. If someone gets a comment reply and through that they reopen TikTok, you will like get rewarded effectively. Like, cause it's like, oh, someone opened the app to see this video because there's a comment. I'm gonna keep showing this to more people. And I've had videos. Let me try to find the example here. I have, it's another one on Panda somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. There's, I think it's this one. This video has how many views? This one has 1.1 million views, nothing crazy. The ratio is fine. And look, here's the top comment. Go outside. This has 237 replies. I don't know who or why there are people who are going out of their way to try to have an argument on TikTok. Because first of all, if you try to even read the fucking replies, here's what happens. You click on read reply, you get 3 replies. There are 237 of these. No one is going to see these. This does not matter. You were talking to a wall. There is not a single person going to be, oh, let me watch through all 237 of them. But they get a notification, they click, they'll see the one comment, they'll reply to it, and no one will see it ever again. But it just keeps fueling it, and it'll keep the video going. It's dumb. It's stupid. But, like, fighting and shit like that does well. No, no, Stumpy, believe it or not, I don't want to. As tempting as that sounds, as exciting as that would be, to just have an argument like that and just kind of be chilling and just be like, you know what, I'm gonna read a 14-year-old's argument. I'm gonna read this dude saying go outside for hours of my time while the video autoplays. It helps, you know. You found the website. Oh, thank you, Celeste, so much. That's genuinely like just a huge thing. But no, yeah, it's so if someone gets notification, they open the app, that helps. You can post links. You can also, let me take a look. Does this work? Ludwig. We're gonna test this out. We're gonna hope I don't get a virus. If I get a virus live on stream, that would be kind of. I'm gonna put it over here just in case it shows me a dick. Oh, sick. Nice. I think this is vaguely correct. This is fairly close to correct. This is hype. Is that? Do I have 52K? I think it's close. It might approximate it a little bit, but that's kind of hype. That's cool. That's a good website. I like that. I like that website. I did live test it. I was very afraid that I was for a second. I knew you wouldn't send something fake, but I was like, there's a chance that someone made a website like this and like, ha ha ha. What if I get a streamer to open this on stream and then it's just a penis? You know, so I put it through the computer. But no, it's sick. Actually, I love that website. I'm gonna save that one. Oh, cool. It has most. Does it actually have most viewed and least viewed? Because I didn't check that. I don't even know what Ludwig's least viewed video is. I have not checked this in forever. I thought the same thing when I went on it, but does it? Least comments. Well, this one, least view. Oh, you know, I'm happy about this because this is all these ones that sucked, dude. Hey, these are all. Oh yeah, my bot doesn't work properly. I can send you the song. Don't worry. But no, I love how all the ones that suck except for this one, which got muted immediately, were not me. So that's kind of hype, you know. Let's fucking go. That's pre me. Hey, I popped off, bro. I know my shit. This is live proof that I know my stuff. Yeah, the Misty clip. Yeah, you want to watch Ludwig's least viewed clip?
Oh, it's me, Misty. So happy to be here.
It's also really fucking quiet.
Table. Whoa.
This is the content he was putting on TikTok before it took over, guys.
I'm stuck. What am I gonna?
I can see why this didn't do well. I can see why this didn't do so hot. There's so much dead air. Also, wait, let me get the song for Thwack really quick. The song, I can't go back. Alright, that song is Lost to the Void. I'm so sorry, my friend. I tried. I was distracted by the Ludwig table thing. But no, also, yeah. Dude, every editor has, like, a font. A lot of that is creator preference. Like, I probably wouldn't have used Calibre Bold, but Ludwig, when I first messaged him, and I was like, yo, do you want a TikTok editor? And he liked the stuff. He was like, yeah, Calibre Bold is the font I like to work with. Thwack, I will find it for you. I will go through and I will find that song and I will send it specifically to you. The first Ludwig video I ever saw was him and Cutie building the cat thing. Dude, listen, the cat video on TikTok was also kind of popped. I'll be honest, that one was good. He also just didn't frame his shit, though. Like, I can't scroll back. It's too far and I'm too lazy. But he just used to upload just straight clips, which is fine, but he also had terrible hashtags. I actually... I'm going to give you guys a free hydrate on the house. I actually, when I first started with him, he used to manage the account. He used to upload, I would upload stuff to a drive and he'd post it himself. And hey, thank you for, paying for it. I'll give you a second one. I'll give you a second one then, because I appreciate you. This is a twofer. That's just a good deal. But no, when I first started working for him, I had like a pretty decent grasp of stuff. I didn't know anything for sure. But I would send him videos, and I was like, yo, you might want to use hashtags. And he's like, nah, dude, I think hashtags are a meme. And I was like, I've been working for you for a week. I'm not about to tell you you're wrong, but... I capping. I'm like, hey, we're rolling with it. We're gonna get through this, Dude, the hashtags on Twitter are different than TikTok. TikTok, it's all just a recommendation thing. But yeah. So next thing, the next big thing. Oh no, Ludwig. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm sorry we got Ludwig here. I apologize. This is just the face of the time. Hashtags are def super important. TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram are super important. Instagram, I think you can kind of just shit out hashtags and have your video do fine. I don't really know Instagram as much, admittedly. I know Reels kind of, sort of. YouTube, I know it's kind of key for also just SEO stuff, which I don't really understand so much, but I know it's important. But yeah, alright, so let's go into some myths about TikTok. These are things that I see echoed all the time. I talked about them at the start of the stream, but I'll clarify them again. So anyone who has ever tried to create content on TikTok and is like, man, I want to make it, I want to do the best thing possible, you have seen this if you have ever tried to seriously make content on TikTok consistently, you have probably looked this up. I would wager a lot of people have. And this image, dude, this fucking image makes me so goddamn mad. I get so mad. I'm gonna upload this. I'm probably gonna upload it to, I'm gonna upload a VOD. I want to make a VOD channel just so I don't lose my old streams. And I'm also gonna probably edit it up into a full video just so it's kind of more accessible to whoever, Ethan, yahar, matey. I'm just joining random streams to tell people to keep smiling. Hey, I appreciate you spreading the good word, dude. I appreciate that, dude. Right now we're just talking about TikTok algorithm stuff, but I appreciate the kindness. But no, yeah, so if you have ever tried to post content on TikTok and have wanted to give yourself the best chance, you have seen this. You want to know, hey, you want to have your fucking worldview shattered? This does not matter. This is full cap. There is no right time to post. It's not, oh, if you post here, you're most likely to get views. Because the algorithm doesn't give a shit. It's not like, oh, you have to show it to a specific audience, your video. We have to show it at this point. There's a lot of people on TikTok, so we get to see it to more people. No, it's not true. It doesn't help. Everyone has tried this. It does, like, nothing. It doesn't matter. It's not even like when everyone is posting. It's, again, the way the video is pushed and suggested. And I've had talks. I had a call with TikTok once. They were explaining how to use TikTok, and it was the most, like... Listen, the app is great. It was the most boring call I've ever had in my entire life. They just explained to me stuff I already knew. They're like, hey, you should add face cams and subtitles. I'm like, I do. And they're like, oh, you do. Interesting. So I spent the entire time just asking them algorithm questions. If the video doesn't matter when you post it, it will still reach an audience. It will still reach an audience, and it will have the same recommendation. I have most of the videos on Ludwig's account. I've said it before. I post at the most degen weird as fuck hours. So let's again... Well, look, so the best times it says here, these are all Eastern Standard Time. 6 a.m., 4 a.m., 6 a.m., 2 a.m., 7 a.m., 5 a.m., 7 a.m. I post these. I posted this one at like fucking 4 a.m., maybe, probably. I posted this one at like 2 a.m. I posted this one, I think, at 5 a.m., this one at 5 a.m., this one at 4 a.m., this one at 4 a.m. It doesn't matter. The most viral video we had, I posted at 1. And that's also just like, it wasn't on a Tuesday, and it's just not one of the times. It doesn't matter. I posted stuff at midday, it also doesn't matter. It's just not important. Hey, thank you, WeSkill for the follow, by the way. No, yeah, listen, that's also because, so Perk, here's the thing, here's the only way to post at the right time. If you were worried about this, and this doesn't even guarantee it'll help, the only thing you can do is you can post when most of your followers are active. The analytics show you around when they're active on a day, but it's not guaranteed. What you can do is if you go to the Go Live tab in your account, if you have enough viewers to actually go live on TikTok, you can go look. You can take a peek, you can check it out, and it'll show you how many of your followers are active. This is right before I went stream. I took a screenshot of this and sent it to myself. It was 144,000. These are followers, so if they follow the account, it means they're more likely to see the content when I post it, which means that there's a better chance the people that follow you will see your stuff. It's still not mandatory. It doesn't matter. Makes no huge difference, but if you're worried and you want to be careful, you can do this, and this is kind of helpful. This is the only thing I would recommend if you're going to try to have a specific time to post. Do this, and nothing else matters at all. Next myth. We've already really talked about this a little bit, but shadow banning. Shadow banning is fun because everyone talks about shadow bans, and they're real, but not in the same way that people think. It's the way a shadow ban works in TikTok. The way it actually works is that if you break the rules, if you get your account banned, you do something that's against TOS or whatever, then there's a chance like TikTok will be like, all right, you know what, I'm not going to recommend your stuff for a bit because I'm worried that the audience that sees it might not like it. It might be against the terms. It might be a problem. So I'm just not going to show this for now. We're going to kind of show it to a smaller audience. The videos can still pop off. But it's just, for a little bit, it'll kind of sit back a bit. It might make it so you can't find your name if you look it up. That's a really deep shadow ban. But for the most part, that's the only real shadow ban on TikTok. The shadow ban that people talk about a lot is people like, oh, it's been like 2 weeks and my views are still down. I don't really know why. It's TikTok on baseline. What I've found, at least, is that usually videos will bottom out at around 10% of your following base. You're asking about, hey, you know what? Well, I'm happy I'm covering that then. But so TikTok, the way it'll work is, oh, sorry, as I was saying, I lost my train of thought. So videos will bottom out at around 10% of your following will be pretty much the lowest amount of views you'll get. It can go lower. It happens. It's not the end of the world. Sometimes even the people that are following it won't like it as much. But it's just the way it works. Because that'll be, like, I have an example of that is, hang on, in this, actually, this is a video that flopped. This did not perform well. 59% of the views are from following. This is still less than 10%. It's a little bit higher now, I think. It's probably 76K or something, which is still less than 10% of the 1.2 million. But most of the views are from following, which will kind of buffer you if video doesn't do well. It's not a guarantee. I've had videos that have done worse than that, but that's a general baseline. So the shadow ban that people talk about a lot is, it's more of a thing where your content is, I'm not going to say it's falling off, but your people the followers that usually engage with it aren't engaging with it as much for a number of reasons. Maybe you're trying something new. Maybe the hashtags aren't so great and you're reaching a weird audience. Could be pretty much any combination of things. But what'll happen is because your stuff is not being interacted with as much, TikTok will be like, oh, their content isn't really hitting this audience. We're not going to recommend it to as many people. We're going to start to pull it back a little bit, but it doesn't hurt you. It's not like, oh yeah, because I got shadow banned, I can never pop off again. That's not the way it works. I can give you as an example again. Let me give you fucking critical. This guy has almost 900k followers, and look at the views in some videos. Admittedly, he also posts a shit ton, but these are low numbers, and shit can still kind of pop off. 200k, it's nothing crazy, but it's still, it's low views, but it kind of works, you know? 808k, and before it, there was nothing crazy big. 100k, 200k, nothing big, nothing big, nothing big. 50k, 100k, nothing big, nothing big. It's not a shadow ban. It's just the content, because he posts so much of it, that also isn't as necessarily as exciting, because he kind of just posts a shit ton of stuff. His editor goes insane throwing stuff out. It gets less views overall, but it's not a shadow ban. And that's kind of one of the misconceptions people kind of talk about. Another one that is also really fun that I don't know where this one started is people will frequently talk about oh yeah, I joined the creator fund and my views are down. That's also not really a thing. That's a content thing more than creator fund tanking your views. Like I can only speak from experience, but all of the accounts I have been involved with that have the creator fund, the views are the same or better than they were before the creator fund. The creator fund, there's no ads. It's not like TikTok is like, oh yeah, hey, we're gonna reward you for being a good creator by giving you money. Also, because we're giving you money now, we're gonna give you less views. TikTok makes so much money, the creator fund is fucking pennies to them. They do not care. They're not gonna say, hey, we're gonna stop showing content that's good because we're paying you now. It's just not a thing. And people talk about it a lot. And so I guess the next big thing, which is probably one a lot of people have also struggled with, is TikTok moderation. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys have dealt with, if you have created on the platform, you have probably gotten at least one violation, maybe two. Maybe you appealed it and didn't go through. And that's just because TikTok's moderation is complete dog shit. It's impressively bad. If you get report bombed, it'll take a video down and then it'll have to be appealed for you to actually get the violation removed from your account. And the violation staff also is slow. They take forever and they're still not 100%. I had a video that was Ludwig looking at emojis in his chat and it was taken down for hate speech. He was looking at his Twitch chat and they were sending him big emojis and he was like, what the why is this why is this a thing? And that's the whole video, just him being freaked out by the emojis being so big. And it got taken down for hate speech because it got mass reported. This was a time when he was getting report bombed. And I sent in the appeal and they were like, nope, this is hate speech. And hate speech is a big one. Hate speech isn't, oh, you were mean to someone. Hate speech is like, you said a slur. It's like you slipped one in there. You tossed one in, you were targeting people, you were talking a little bit more than you should have been. We're gonna take this down. We're not okay with this. You're spreading hate on our platform. We're not cool with it. That's a big one. And you got that. The appeal didn't go through. But what I've realized is like, because the moderation is so terrible, there's a couple of things you can kind of do to prevent yourself from being completely and utterly nuked by a ban. Like, so for example, it's the ones that are most common from my experience are sexual content / nudity, which they're kind of tied together for whatever reason. Harassment and bullying. And I can't remember the third. The third one might be harmful acts or something, which is just like, if you have a prop something, say it's a prop something. So, like, my thing is, what I've found is I've kind of been teetering the line with the accounts, with Ludwig's and the Yards, trying to figure out what you can and can't get away with. And from my experiences, again, this isn't 100% because the algorithm and the moderation is still very fucking 50-50 with shit. From my experience, the only things that it really, really actively hates, and that it's like, this is not okay, this is not cool, is overtly sexual stuff. You can curse. You don't, like, if you say the word fuck, you don't necessarily have to censor it. It's not like, oh, I said fuck in a TikTok, I'm gonna get banned. If you say, yo, I'm gonna fuck you, that's different. That TikTok doesn't like that. Understandably, because it's sexual at that point. But it's like, the context of the word is important on TikTok for whatever reason. So, like, you can't say fuck, dick. If you say pussy, you probably shouldn't. That one is gonna get flagged. But those are the ones that, like, you have to be careful with. It's kind of context. I'll drop a fuck in a video. I won't care. But another thing you can do is if you're like 50-50 with something, it's always better to write the word censored. Like, just like F***CK. It's like, all right, whoa, no, you said fuck, that's crazy. Wow. Because what'll happen is, if you get a violation at that point and there's nothing against the rules in the video itself, TikTok will just remove the sound, which doesn't matter. And if it removes the sound, you can just kind of re-upload it, censor out whatever the problem is, and be fine. If TikTok doesn't like sexual stuff, then how is there so much sexual... WeSkill, I wish I could tell you. I have emailed them about this. I have talked to them. I'd be like, I don't really understand. And they were like, hey, I don't really know why you got banned for this. We're going to have our appeals team fix it. But if you look on TikTok, like, I feel like 20% of the content there is just like, yo, I'm shaking my ass. And there's nothing wrong with shaking your ass, but I'm like, this is a video of Ludwig saying that Lopunny the Pokemon, is just like, why did they make her so big and large? And TikTok is like, bro, this is sexual content, man. This is where I draw the line. I'm like, why is this not okay? I'm like, I have seen videos. I don't know if you guys have ever looked at the lives. The lives are a godless land. There is a trend right now. I'm not kidding you. There was a trend on TikTok where it's people who go live and all they do is get fucked or pretend to get fucked. We don't know because they can't and will not actually show it. But it'll just be someone just lying on a bed like this, just moving, and just occasionally making noise. And I'm like, that's interesting. That really snuck by, huh? I'm glad we decided this is okay. I'm glad we decided we can do this one. Why? I've also seen just videos of just like couples just macking it, and then all of a sudden just one spits in the other's mouth, and I'm like, bro. I'm like, you wouldn't let my man say dick. He said dick in a sentence, and you fucking took down the video for sexual content. This dude is dry humping his girlfriend on the floor and spitting on her, and this has 2 million views. Why? It is so frustrating. It drives me up a fucking wall. It's so dumb. I don't know how people have decided to do this or why, but it's a thing, and it's real, and they're inconsistent with all of it. It's insane. I don't know why it's happening. God, yeah, trying to keep TikTok a family-friendly place. You know, hey, you cannot say dick, pussy, or fuck in any kind of sexual context. Hell, you can't even say vagina sometimes. Even if you're not saying it like in a sexual way, in a dirty way, if you say like vagina generally, you will be stuck in pending hell. Like, you'll upload a video and it'll be like, we had our bots look through your video and you said vagina. We're gonna keep this processing with no views, no likes for 7 hours while we make sure you didn't say this in a sexual way. And then you're just stuck waiting like, boy oh boy, when did this one through? I have a video on the yard that I uploaded that actually I have examples. I have videos that I edited that I was like, let me find a way to work these through. Do I have the examples here? Yes, I do.
I don't want to fuck with
ghosts.
I have examples of videos that I have edited that were taken down for this reason or that reason or whatever the hell. And I kind of have just the way I fix them. But like, here's an example.
I don't want to fuck with
ghosts.
Spirits.
Why not?
This video is still processing. I posted this a week ago. It has 0 views, 0 likes, 0 impressions, which means that the bot detected it and said, this might not be okay, and then they never double checked, which has happened a lot. And I was like, I have to find a way to fix this. It's still processing. I used it as an excuse to not upload for a day. I was like, I checked the next morning. I was like, this has no views. So here's how I fixed it. And this isn't even a good way to fix it.
With ghosts.
This is all I did.
With ghosts.
Spirit.
I censored the word fuck.
With ghosts.
Spirit.
Why not?
Because
What the fuck are you talking about?
I have a blessed life, Aiden.
I censored just the first one, by the way. Again, literally just the first one. Aiden says it right afterwards.
With ghosts.
Spirits.
Why not? What
'Cause
the
I
fuck
don't-
are you talking about?
He says fuck there and it's fine. And this video was immediately approved. This went through in like a minute. This had like 40 views by like minute 1. It's only because he said I don't want to fuck. It's because the exact fucking words he said were I do not want to fuck. And the TikTok bot heard it and said, this dude's trying to have sex. This dude's trying to have sex on our family-friendly platform. We can't allow this. And it took it down, so I was like, or it didn't even take it down, it just never let it through. So I just removed the word fuck, put an asterisk in the middle of it, and it went up immediately. And I was like, this is probably fine. What was the other one I did? The next one was, here's another example.
I was taking a shower with my dad.
This one, I'm going to be honest, this one I did as a test to see what I could get away with, because I was really, really curious. Guys, we don't need to be horny for ghosts in my chat right now. Come on, guys. This isn't Ghost Fuckers Friday. This is TikTok Talk Thursday. Come on, guys. Come on. So here's this one. This one was fine.
How old?
I was
Last year?
5 or 6. It was last year.
You're reaching the line. You're getting close.
No, I know, but it's like
That's chill.
I don't know. It's like taking a
it's
shower
chill.
with my dad, and I'm turtling my dick, right? You know.
As you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I believe.
I'm not gonna roast you.
I don't think
Explain
this is
that
the
one.
censored
Out
one.
for that one. No, we got you.
I'm turtling.
But
and I'm
this one
playing with my
got
dick,
this
he's
one
like,
got I think
you
this
did?
this one got pulled. No, sorry. I censored just one. I censored just this one. I tested because I wasn't sure. So
right? You know.
As you do.
Yeah.
Turtling my dick.
this
right?
is fine.
You know.
As you do.
You
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
say I'm turtling
And,
my dick.
I'm turtling my dick, right? You know.
As you do.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yep.
I
But-
thought
I
I
thought
roasted
I'd have
there.
to explain
You like
that
put
one.
yourself out.
So-
for that one. No, we got you.
I'm turtling and I'm just playing with my dick, and he's like,
So I censored
"Oh, you're doing
the
turtle
spelling
thing?"
of dick in this one, and it was fine. That's all I had to
No,
do.
it's turtle game. I love
Yeah, he's
WarioWare.
like,
Hey, check
Oh,
it out. I can
That's
make it
all
into
I
like a
changed,
mosquito.
and it was fine. And the first one, it just was like, hey, we're gonna mute your sound. I didn't even I just reduced the volume slightly of the word dick one time, and it was like, hey, you're good. Because it doesn't really care. It's not really thorough. Has always been an inspiration to me, by the way. You TikTok account review portion. I honestly, Weesco, I don't mean to pull the curtain too far back, but I'm actually planning on that. I kind of want to do something like that, where I kind of review and give advice things. You know, I think it would be fun. Let's go to how much censoring does this video need? Oh yeah, the video. It's just a matter of finding the right amount. But it's like the general basis is like, if you say anything sexual, drop the volume a little bit, put a censor, because that way again, even if the TikTok is like, hey, this is a little bit spicy for us. I don't know if we can run this one. You did say vagina, and they nuke the sound, but you had the word censored, and you can't tell anything inappropriate happens from just the video with no noise. You're fine. You're just like, all right, cool, take the sound down, easy fix, no violation, no posting ban, and that's an easy solution. The other big one is harassment, which is like also kind of cringe, because that one is also really vague and annoying. Ludwig got a bunch of those because I was posting a bunch of his unbanned forums from back when he was on Twitch. And unbanned forums are just inherently, hey, this person's being a douchebag. This guy is like, oh, let me be really fucking weird in chat and say something stupid or dumb and cause problems. And I would post them, and I would like blur the names usually, just like a little bit. And a couple of them started getting taken down for being harassment of users. And I was like, bro, these are people on burner accounts who are just trying to cause problems. This is not an issue. This is not a big deal. And they would just take a bunch of them down for violations or whatever else. And I was like, all right, cool. So if you're doing anything like that, any kind of unbanned form where a specific person is mentioned and you're worried about getting a harassment one, just blur the name. It's annoying. It's dumb. It doesn't hurt the clip. It doesn't do anything to affect it at all. I had a Ludwig clip. Actually, I had this one, actually. I posted this one like 4 months ago, and it was doing really well, and it got taken down. I'm not kidding, because this is old. The blur was fucked up for like the first like a second and a half. The blur was not on the name. So if you really wanted to, you could pause it and go look. And it got taken down for harassment, and now the video, I've uploaded again, and I just fixed that one section. And it was like, oh, this isn't harassment anymore. We're fine with this. You can't see the name. And I was like, all right, I'm glad that this one minor thing that should not have mattered actually made a huge difference. That's crazy. Who would have thought? And it was fine after that. So it's moderation is dumb and terrible and weird and cringe and just kind of the worst thing ever. But if you just like play it safe, like censor out anything sexual, censor words and subtitles if you subtitle, it helps. It makes a huge difference there. And also, so like the last thing I really have, the last big thing, and then I'll just kind of just start answering questions that anyone has about whatever, is the big challenge from TikTok is again how like TikTok isn't a money-making app. You're not going to make a shit ton of money just uploading TikToks. You will make nothing. Again, as a reference, Ludwig's account with 250 million views, probably like 100 million of those at least in the past 8 months. Since we made the Creative Fund, or since we joined it, we have made $4,000 in 8 months. It's $500 a month for fucking like 100 and some odd million views, which is insane and stupid. So don't get into TikTok if you're trying to make money. But, and this is the thing where I think small content creators can really benefit, is try to use the TikTok to grow other platforms, like call to action stuff. And I get, like, admittedly, like call to actions don't really work super well. If you want to make an animation, like, oh, yo, follow on Twitch, by the way, in the last however long of the clip, while there's still something happening on screen, that's good. The other big thing you can do, like I'm putting big in big air quotes because like it doesn't really make a huge difference, is you can make your content more focused around the fact that you stream. You can be like, oh, like it's just very streamer focused. It's very obviously clips. You can have like stream overlay stuff written on the screen, like a little banner here. It says twitch.blah blah blah. But its call to actions are really hard. Also, obviously, having links to your stuff in your account are great because people might click and be like, oh, let me check out their other shit. Call to actions are really hard, but you want to try to find ways to make it so people who will organically see your content like, oh, this is funny. Let me try to find where there's more. And it's the best way to do that is to make it accessible for the rare people, like the 1 in like 1,000 people who will follow and be like, oh, I want to watch them stream live, or I want to watch the videos they make. And I think that's like the best way to do it. It's not easy. I don't even have a set way to do it. I've tried a bunch of stuff and nothing has really super helped. But I like, this is like for Ludwig, for example, I've seen comments, people like, wow, I discovered your stream and your content specifically through TikTok. That's crazy. Oh my God. Like, I'm like, I don't know how people are like finding out about like TikTok. The classroom. Hey, Jam, how's it going? Yeah, I'm teaching a lesson here, giving a crash course, my master class. But the fact that people like can find or can discover Ludwig, who in my mind is like a very known creator on the normie app of TikTok, I'm like, this is crazy. So that can work for anyone, you know, like no matter your size, you can still get a benefit from it, you know. I bought the domain I'm.notludwig.com for like $2. You know, hey, listen, I'm going to be honest, Perk, that's kind of a move. But yeah, so I mean, just the big thing is trying to find ways to use your TikTok to grow other platforms, which is hard, but I have a lot of friends who like their main social media app, their main content creation app is TikTok. And they have used their TikTok to make a sustainable life streaming for like a living, like on Twitch, and not necessarily like crazy YouTube content, not crazy active on other platforms. And it works because they have managed to grow a following on TikTok that they were able to transfer to another site. And I think anyone can really do that. I don't think it's like specific to like, oh, like it's impossible for certain kind of streamers. No, it's just like you just got to find the right way to do it, you know? Make it so people can find your stuff easily. But yeah, I think that's most of the stuff I have written down. I'm probably forgetting something. Let me switch my camera and then I will read through my list one more time, see if I'm forgetting anything big. But I mean, aside from that, if you guys have any questions or anything else you really are dying to know, feel free to start just typing questions. I'll answer them as best as I can if it's something I didn't answer while I was streaming this earlier. But yeah, I'm gonna give my list one more read through. Basics, talked about algorithm, talked about how you don't need a fancy editor. Watch time, comments. Yeah. Oh, I do have one more. I do have one other thing which is like kind of sort of important, kind of sort of not. It's another thing is like posting time. Mine would have been about posting at particular times. Yeah, it's the best time to post is if you go on the just live thing, see how many followers there. You can go based on that. It's a pretty good way to do it, but it's not foolproof. It's just kind of a general baseline idea. There is regarding different approaches for YouTube Shorts and TikTok. YouTube Shorts, I will be honest, I'm learning YouTube Shorts right now. I don't know it as well as TikTok. I've doing TikTok stuff like a year and a half. YouTube Shorts I've been doing for like 3 months. All I know for YouTube Shorts and as far as guiding content, I know hashtags are big on YouTube. Tags, I think, are also kind of how content is suggested, so you want to make sure those are pretty solid. But watch time, completion rate are the important things for like YouTube Shorts. And YouTube Shorts can just blow up. Like the views kind of tend to hit late. Like I've had videos that a week later on YouTube Shorts side of things have gotten like 2 million views in a day. I posted a week ago and it had like 20K because the algorithm is like, oh yeah, everyone is watching this, now we can recommend it. But if you upload anything to TikTok, I think it is definitely super worth it to upload to YouTube Shorts as well as Instagram Reels. I don't know Reels very well at all, but if you're editing the content for short form for fucking mobile consumption, you may as well use it everywhere you can. You know, may as well stretch out. Purely for research, what would you describe as your editing strengths? Oh God. My thing is, truthfully, I still consider myself a baby editor in the fact that I didn't really know what the fuck I was doing with Premiere until like I'd say a little over a year and a half ago. I had basic stuff. I didn't do any kind of fancy stuff with my subtitling until 9 months ago. I didn't do any ease in any kind of transitions. I kind of figured out a style, but I personally, I think my strength, I would say, is I have a really good style for stuff that I think kind of it just flows well into TikTok. I think the style makes it engaging. There's good movement, and it makes it so it's really easy to see what's happening. So it's not like there's too much happening all over the place. You're looking at your phone, you're looking up through the subtitle, looking down, looking up. It all kind of, the important stuff is where it should be, so you don't have to move your eyes too much, because like You just have to see a command and be like, oh, let me read this. All right, cool. Let me go back to watching. So I'd say just basic subtitling stuff, basic rhythm. I think I have a good feel for like the conversational beat and how like the pacing of a video should be done. And I think I just, my big strength, I think I just have a really good eye for the kind of stuff that will perform well. Like, I think the content I find for Ludwig is I used to find, I mean, I still do. I find it every single video for him. It used to be, he used to give me ideas. He'd be like, yo, can you upload this clip? And I would tell him outright, I'm like, I don't think it's going to perform well, but I can do it. And I'd edit it and I would upload it and I'm like, this didn't do well. And I would try to trim it up as best I can, but it wouldn't do well. And there have been clips that I've been like, this is something that I found that had 20 views back when he was just on Twitch that didn't really take off. No one really cared. And I'm like, this is a good clip for TikTok. So I just have, I think, a good eye for the kind of stuff that performs well and a good flow for the basic structure of a video, I guess, if that makes sense. How long does it take you to edit a TikTok for either the Yard or Lud's account? Well, I mean, I think it's just a matter of, it's a matter of how involved your subtitling is, I think, Perk. Like, for me, for a Ludwig video, it's a lot of the work comes from finding the content itself. Because he's on YouTube now, I have to scrub through the VOD like I'm making a full video. Like, I have to trim up the VOD to find the clips that are the best and then knock out the stuff that doesn't matter. I'm effectively, when I'm editing the video, finding clips, I'm effectively doing the trimming portion of a full-on video. But the actual editing itself is probably done in, I would say, like an hour. For the Yard, I'd say it probably takes around an hour, maybe a little bit more. Sometimes it's less, depending on how long the clip is, how involved it is, if I do anything fancy with the edits. But for the Yard, it's a little bit more involved because a lot of it is like content comes in or word comes in, then different colored subtitle comes in. This one comes out while the other person comes in. Motion blur to the other person, motion blur to the other person. For like, yeah, I think it's like an hour a minute. I think like an hour a minute's probably reasonable. I think it depends on exactly how involved your edits are, but that's like reasonable. It's fine. Also, if you're an editor, please God, if you're an editor and you're like, hey, I would like to edit content for TikTok for a living, please God, you should know better. Do not charge like $5. Please, I am like begging you. Like, don't be like, yeah, hey, I'll edit videos for you for $5 a video, unless you are legitimately just like face cam video, nothing else. At that point, maybe, because that's quick. But people are like, hey man, do you want fully subtitled video? That's a 30-second clip. $5 a video. I'm like, bro, it took you 45 minutes to make that. You are giving yourself like $7 an hour. You are worth more than minimum wage. And even if you're new trying to establish yourself, don't undersell. All it does is makes it fucking worse. Am I allowed to ask my rates? So, I can give my rates. It's right now, I don't really know a good way to describe my rates now. Because now that I'm working for Ludwig, I'm like fully employed. I'm a salaried employee. I get a revenue split of all the money on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. But I'm like the salaried. So I don't have a per video anymore. But my rate used to be when I first started working for Ludwig, back when I didn't even really know editing stuff. And actually the Ludwig job I got through, I sent him an email, believe it or not. Which actually I'm going to segue, I'll answer your question in just a minute, Jam. But as a segue, for anyone who's trying to get their foot in the door as far as editing stuff goes, and I know you're like, oh, I reached out to this content creator, sent them a DM, and they never saw it. Yeah, content creators don't check their fucking message requests ever. What I did is I got his business email from one of his mods in his chat. I edited 3 of his videos from his stream in the shitty style I used to do, which wasn't even great, but was what I did for Panda stuff when I first started working for them. And I included, here are my experiences, I know how the app works, here are 3 examples, let me know. And he sent me a DM and he was like, yo, I really like what you're doing. Here's the font I like. Would you be down to work for me? And that's just how it works, you know? So it's just, don't be afraid to shoot an email and go the extra mile. Don't be afraid to, even if you're trying to really impress someone, if it's a higher, like, if it's some more prestigious name, and you're like, man, I would really love this job. Don't be afraid to be like, oh, let me edit an example video for them. Because it's easier for someone to be like, oh, I would like you to work for me if they have an example or an idea of what the content will look like, you know? Like, it's a factor of, it's easier to envision yourself working with someone if the video is done. Pilots are the answer. It's, yeah, like pretty much like make a pilot, you know? Like, make a video like, hey, do you want someone to edit your content? Here's the shit that I do. Here's an example. Let me know. And just kind of say what you know. Sell yourself a bit. It's like you're sending a job application, but not really. And just be professional. Be cool. You know? But also just know your worth. Hey, how's it going, down? Welcome, welcome. First time viewer, welcome. You are catching the end of the TikTok breakdown stream. I'll have the VOD will stay up and I'll archive it and put it on YouTube and probably trim it up. But welcome. Hope you're having a wonderful night. But oh wait, so Jam, your question was what do I charge? My thing was when I first started for Ludwig, I charged 25 per video, which was like it took me like probably a little bit more than an hour to do, because I didn't really know what I was doing. I was a little bit inefficient with my editing style. I would manually do all the keyframes. I didn't have presets. I didn't do them because I didn't really fucking know what I was doing. I just kind of had an idea for content. And then it was when they started me working with the Yard and Ludwig and they wanted more daily stuff. It was $30 per video because it was more content a day. And then it was after that I started charging, like on rare occasions I would work for like, I would be like, hey, like I'd do 35 video just when it was a thing where I was more esteemed and stuff. But I think like my range is depending on like per video. I think $15 to $30 I think is a fair range. If you're going crazy over the top, I think that's also really good. If you really know your stuff and you're an expert in the field, definitely charge more. But if you're trying to like get your foot in the door and you're putting in an hour of work, don't say, hey, I want below minimum wage. Even if you're just like, hey, let me get this for a resume. It's not an internship. You're doing them a favor. Especially if they don't have an editor. Like, come on. You're helping. But the examples in the email was just something I did because I DM'd my friends before I did it. I was like, yo, just sent Ludwig an email asking if he wanted a TikTok editor because I saw him posting stuff, making mogul moves, and he responded like an hour later, and I was like, oh shit, bro, what the fuck, how'd this happen? But yeah, time to make this VOD worth in the future. Dude, I honestly, I hope everything I explained was well stated, by the way. This is like something that I haven't really done this kind of content before. I like storytime stuff where it's more me just kind of talking about weird shit I've been through and just ways to make it funny. I love stuff where I can kind of make personality or things I know more of the like focus. So hopefully this was knowledgeable. Hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully you guys learned something. Also, I don't know why this is not centered. I have to fix this. I keep trying to, but it just kind of it floats over here. It's fine. This is probably okay. We're gonna ignore it. This isn't centered. But yeah, it's just like, I hope it was helpful. If it was helpful, let me know. If you got anything out of this, let me know. I am going to make a video out of this probably. I'm probably going to take stuff like this and put it on like the TikTok as well, so it's hopefully helpful. I'm going to probably upload the whole VOD somewhere too. If anyone has any questions, by the way, also, like, also just keep asking them in chat. I'm going to keep going for a bit. I got some more energy here. I'm ready to keep rolling. But if you have questions, just ask me. And if I'm not streaming and you want to ask a question, shoot me a DM. I have like a basic write-up of stuff that I kind of send to friends, but everything I said here is more in-depth than all that anyway. Only other person who does stuff like this nowadays is We've been, but they haven't been live. I mean, hey, my thing is like, this isn't my usual bread and butter. This is just something I know a lot better than, like, I don't think I'm going to go live with educational content all the time. It's just the fact that this is something that I know really well. This has been my job for a year and a half. And it's also just like, I've had people like ask me. I had someone initially, I was like, hey, I'm going to do this as a stream. I think it'd be kind of hype. And I had someone, we've been trying, you motherfucker. Nah, dude, I thought you were being serious. I was like, I've never heard of you hit me with a warranty joke. Bro. That's, I can't even be mad because that's clever, but what the fuck? You did me dirty. My man, you popped in here 4 minutes ago, owned me. That's fucked up. That's crazy. Listen, honestly, I'm just impressed. But no, this is like a new kind of content for me. This isn't the kind of thing I think I'll do super often because I don't have a lot of stuff that I'm this educated on. Like, hey, here's another fun fact. I was pre-med in econ. I don't think you guys would give a shit if I was like, hey, let me talk about fucking economics and medicine stuff. Like, don't feel experienced enough to talk about it, and two, like, I don't think that's the kind of stuff I can make exciting. You know, I'm trying to figure out, I'm getting new to the whole content creator thing. I'm trying to figure out what works for me, what doesn't. So being live and being able to just kind of shoot the shit out loud to you guys for like an hour, 45 minutes, just talking about whatever is kind of hype. So I appreciate you guys being here for it. But hang on, I missed a question, I think. Would you ever consider editing one TikTok on Twitch just to do like a Premiere Pro kind of tutorial type thing? Yeah, I would do it. I mean, I'm super down to do a breakdown of how I edit stuff. Here's the thing. The reason I haven't done it, Perk, 100%, I'm going to be completely honest. I'll fucking expose myself right now for the good people in the chat. The reason that I haven't done that is because everything I do and have done is pretty much self-taught. And whenever editors go live and are like, hey man, I'm gonna go live and show the shit that I do, everyone in the chat who's an actual like esteemed editor is like, "Ugh, didn't even change the label colors. What the? Did you make a proxy? You didn't make a proxy? Are you bro? Why didn't you make a proxy? Come on, dude. Why would you make the mask like that? There's a tool that makes it a perfect rectangle. And I'm like, bro, I don't know, man. I can't handle this. I don't know. My thing is I don't really have to use proxies very much because like most of my shit is short. I have to now because I'm downloading fucking 6-hour VODs and hour and a half, 2-hour long podcasts. But like people would be like, yo, man, you don't do this, and I'm afraid I'm gonna get roasted. If I go live and I show how I do my process, people are gonna be like, dude, come on, bro. And it's the worst thing is the worst thing is when editors are like being like, hey, you can do this instead. It's always so condescending. I love all of my editing friends to death, but the second someone is like, oh, you don't do this wrong, it's like it's like the equivalent of like pissing your pants at like camp. It's like, imagine you like stand up, it's like, dude, this guy peed his pants last night. That's fucking crazy. It's like, oh, dude. This guy doesn't use presets, bro. Come on, bro. Dude. Are you serious? You didn't make a proxy, bro. Guys, hey, everyone, point and laugh for this dude. You didn't use a proxy, bro. That's embarrassing, dude. That's crazy. No fucking proxies, dude. No proxies and no bitches. That's wild. Who would have thought? And then it's just like the editor's bullying you, and it's just like, wow, this is like walking into high school and getting bullied by the band kids. I'm like, I didn't want this. I didn't expect this. I just came to do my little silly work job and try to stream it at the same time. I didn't know I was going to be attacked. I didn't know this was what was happening today. I'm used to my stream bullying me, but this feels more targeted. Now that you actually know what you're talking about, this feels real. It hurts more when they're also educated on the topic. People can chat shit at the end of the day. You're still editing for it. Yeah, you know what? True. 100% true. Okay, Mr. TikTok man, I'm just about to do a music TikTok for that new Ed Sheeran and BMTH song. To you, Mr. Expert, how would you go about posting such a TikTok? A tactic. So, oh, did I talk about sounds? I'm realizing I don't think I talked about sounds very much. I could talk about. Well, I guess this will be a good segue to sounds. I mean, is that song on TikTok? If that's so. If you're doing music stuff, music hashtags I'm a little bit less familiar with. I would recommend if it's in a if it's a cover, like probably like hashtag cover, hashtag music talker, probably fine. You can you want to balance the audio, of course, that's just a thing, but I would say hashtag wise, like just stuff like that that's more focused to music, because I don't think a lot of people would really care that much. Like I think the average person wouldn't be like, oh, I love music stuff. It takes like a really special like song for like people to be like, holy fuck, this is crazy. And usually it's like the stuff that the industry has planted as a whole, whatever the fuck narrative thing. But if the sound exists on TikTok, I would probably do the cover. And if you want to get a little sneaky with it, what you can do that I usually don't recommend, but I might for music, is add the song itself as a sound on your video and then fully mute the volume. But it depends on if the sound is used for trends, because if it's used for trends, it just kind of hijacks it. Any golden rules for tags? Yeah, my general rule for tags is stay away from all the generic ones that everyone tells you to use. Like, unless you're a fucking comedian, unless you're like some insanely talented comedian who's just like the funniest dude alive, I think don't use hashtag for you page. I think don't use that shit. Hey, Sam, how's it going? Welcome, Sam. How's it going, my friend? You one of the lucky few who owns. I think I've sent you my document, right? You have my list of cheats, right? My cheat sheet. But good to see you, friend. But no, it's for tags. Like, I think like use 3 or 4 is fine. You kind of want to use the magic cheat sheet, my Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. For hashtags, just like 3 is fine. You want to be, if your content is more niche, you want to use more niche fucking hashtags. If your content is more broad, it's more open, you want to use more open stuff. Hashtag for you page is like generally not great, but if it's something like, oh, this is a skit that's funny, I think you're good. If it's like, if you're just doing dancing TikToks, which is a lot of people just go on TikTok for dancing TikToks, you're probably fine. I think the people who tell you, hey, yo, by the way, dude, if you want to go viral on TikTok, you want to get views, You got to use hashtag for you page. You got to use hashtag for you. You got to use hashtag follow. And if there's ever anything trending, if there's ever like, if Chipotle is ever making a hashtag on TikTok, like hashtag Chipotle burrito is trending, it's a new hashtag they're trying to push, drop that on your video for more views. No, that's fucking stupid. It doesn't help. Well, okay, you know what? Hang on. I'll say it helps in the sense that you will get a higher baseline amount of views because there's more people that like content with the hashtag. So you'll get a larger initial size, but you will have nobody that watches from the For You page or Chipotle burrito hashtag or whatever the fuck else will care. You will not get good watch time. You will not get good engagements. Your video will flop, but it'll have slightly more views than a usual flop. And if that's what you want, that's fine. If you want to go through TikTok with constantly getting 3K views instead of 2K views, that's fine. Hey, do your thing. If that's your cup of tea, but just it generally just doesn't really help, But what else? Any other questions? Did I miss anything? Yeah, hey, I mean, like, there's like random shit trending on TikTok all the time. Let me see the trends right now. Let me take a look at what the current hashtags they're pushing are. Let me take a look. I gotta see this for myself. I need to know. What am I missing on? Hashtag. I actually don't know. Hang on. How do I have to fucking search this? God. Like McDonald's McNugget. Oh, God. Yeah, hey, guys. If you're making gaming content, if you're a streamer, if you're a Twitch streamer trying to make it big on TikTok, make sure you use the hashtag McDonald's Nuggets hashtag. Because that's where all the gamers go. Is they go to the McDonald's Nuggets hashtag to find gamers. They like it, and they are like, man, I love streamers that only post the McDonald's Nugget hashtag. It's dumb. It's not helpful. The same thing with, like... This is about sounds. I don't think I talked about sounds. I'll say it again really quick if I forgot. Like, sounds, I think, are a really good way to follow a trend. I don't think sounds really help a lot otherwise, though. Unless the focus of the video... It's like sounds are, in a way, just kind of clickbait. Same with sounds and video effects. Because someone will be like, oh, here's this video, this trend that's going around where this song is played, and then at the beat drop, it's the person looks hot. If you do the trend, even if it's like a parody of it, people will wait to see what happens at the end because they know what's happening because they're familiar with the trend, and they will stay on the watch more just to see what it is. And if the punchline's not funny, they'll just leave. But the watch time is up and you got your bag. And it's like, that's why people who are like, oh, if you want to make it big, add a trending sound to your video and then drop the volume to 0 for more views, you're dumb. You're also stupid. Now it's, instead of being guided just by hashtags, it's now being guided by hashtags and the fucking most normie-ass trending song. You got Doja Cat over your video of you playing FNAF. Now, all the people who love Doja Cat and only Doja Cat are just, like, looking and chilling and being like, man, I can't wait to see more Doja Cat on my For You page. Oh, this is a dude playing FNAF. Cringe. Scroll. Now you've hurt yourself in the algorithm. Don't do that. It doesn't help. It's stupid. It's just, please, I'm begging people. I'm losing my goddamn mind. And I get so mad every time I open TikTok and there's a TikTok guru who's like, I have 10,000 followers and I have been using this app for 3 months. Most of my videos flop, but I have learned. Just an FYI, this video still links to the old TikTok. Is it actually? Bro, what the fuck? Hey, I'll message him about that again. I think I sent him a DM way back, but I'll let him know. I appreciate the heads up because I also would have known. Hey, how's it going, Billy? Welcome, dude. Hey, I'm gonna be honest, Billy. You're catching the end of the TikTok breakdown. Still happy to answer questions. I'll probably have the VOD up and I'll put it on YouTube and everything. So Jam, I think like low key, high key. Here's my plan, guys. My master scheme for the future is, I think, also is my audio balance good, by the way? I'm realizing I haven't checked and I've been messing with audio settings like for the past week. Have I peaked my mic at all? Has it been good? Has it been fine? Oh, thank God. I peaked it so much, Jam. When we were playing Spy Party and one of my friends raided me, I got like super close to the mic like this, and I was just talking loud, and everything was just like, and I was like, oh, this is so good. I can't wait to, this VOD is fantastic. I love it. Crazy. So I had to fix it afterwards. So I'm glad it's going well. But no, so my plan is, so here, listen, this is potentially me being like a little bit cocky on my God complex bullshit. I like on the DL, I think if I were like have consistent enough content, I think I could maybe probably get to like 50,000 followers on a TikTok account in like 6 months. Because I've like done it before with accounts that I don't make the content for, and I kind of know how to frame content for it. And I kind of want to, I just have to be more on top of my shit with TikTok or just creating content in general. I'm trying so fucking hard. I'm just so goddamn bad at like actually making myself go live and doing stuff that I know will perform well. I'm trying to do the Ludwig approach of streaming with the intention of making content for other platforms, which I think is, Twitch is not my area of expertise, but I think is the best way to do any kind of content creation is to make it with the intention of getting lots of views and likes and growing yourself on as many platforms as possible. I think is the smart way to do it. Tempted to start from scratch. My thing is like my account right now. What is my TikTok? My account right now is like 1.7k followers off of like 2 videos that popped off way back in Among Us. I got like I think like 1 million views or some odd, whatever the fuck between the two. And I got like 1.6k from that. I don't think I'd have to. I wouldn't want to restart at that point. If I'm gonna restart, it's just so people from my high school that followed me way back before I ever did any kind of content creation stuff or used my TikTok to upload content, can't see my shit. Cause listen, I'm not embarrassed by what I do, but I have a fucking Princess Peach dress that I have worn on multiple occasions, and if I ever like decide to post something like that, man, that's a little bit bold. Oh yeah, no, it's also TikTok is really funny because every time I open it now, it's like, hey man. Do you want to link up with your Facebook friends? You want to sync it with your contacts and your Facebook friends? And I'm like, no, I'm fucking on Ludwig's account. And they're like, yo, you should back up your contact list. And I'm like, no, I shouldn't. I want as few people as possible to 1, see my own shit. 2, I don't want people to open TikTok and be like, oh, here's a Ludwig video. And then it says from their page. And I'm like, or from your contact book, and I'm like, oh fuck, like what the hell? It's so frustrating. I'm like, I don't know why it does this. It's just crazy. I'm like, you were trying so hard. I panic when I see someone comment on my TikToks. Sam, I have friends that follow me on Twitter, and like my Twitter's not bad. I think I'll say some out of pocket shit sometimes to be funny. I'll like do weird stuff to think it's cool. But every once in a while, someone from my high school will like fucking like or reply to a comment, and I'm like, man, you can really see this shit, huh? That's crazy. That's insane that you were here. I'm like making jokes. Like, I posted the picture of picture of me from Arceus with Lopunny, whatever it's pronounced. I don't know. Lopunny, and it was like a giant Lopunny. And I said, "Wow, I found this old picture of me and my grandparents. Crazy how much the time has changed." And I got like 100 some odd likes, and like 5 of them were people I knew in real life. And I was like, I didn't want this. I don't want them to know. I don't want them to see this and be like, oh, that's crazy. You know that Stadler guy from high school, he's posting some weird kind of furry shit on Twitter. And I'm like, bro, it was a meme. It was a meme, bro. Come on. Nan, you fell for the Keck W bait. Hey, that's crazy. Hey, we're a lol W house over here. We're a lol W house. I just gotta make it clear. Let's hit the point and laugh really quick. Get rolled, baby. Get rolled. Accept your fate. Yeah, you gotta. You gotta fucking accept it, dude. You got fucking rolled. That's crazy. Cringe, dude. He uses Keck W. I run into too many people I know IRL. I don't know why TikTok does it. I don't understand. TikTok is like, hey, you know what? Also, by the way, how's it going, Kip? I think I've seen you all over my TikTok For You page, by the way. I believe. If I'm thinking of the wrong person, I apologize, but I think I've seen you doing Osu stuff and stuff. If I'm wrong, correct me, but I believe I've seen a bunch of your shit, and I always watch it through, because you got good vibes. And if that's not you, I'm completely, incredibly sorry. Oh my god. I was right. Okay, thank God. I was nervous you were going to be like, that's not me. And I was like, hey, well, I hope whoever I was thinking of is having a good day then, too. But no, yeah, TikTok. Oh, no. I'm sorry, but I also got to point and laugh at you. Keck W. Get fucking rolled. Dude, that's so crazy. That's 2. That's back to back, bro. That's crazy. That's insane, man. Twice in one stream? That's insane. I showed up on your fucking page after physical. So as background for those of you who don't know, I used to work as now you're just clowning around intentionally. I do think the Peepo Clown is a good follow up, but no, or Pepe Clown, my fault. My job before I went full time on the content creator vibe, and by that I mean editing content for content creators, which is a very different thing. I used to work as an aide at a physical therapy office. Jesus, I'm so bad at talking sometimes. And yeah, and I was pre-med econ studying for the MCAT, COVID hit, and now I edit memes and make TikToks and run TikTok accounts for a living. I'm just as surprised. I don't know the fucking pipeline. I don't know how. Like, there's no connection here. This is like so many degrees removed. Yeah, so Bella was a patient that I've met through that. But no, yeah. I think. Did anyone else have any other questions? I know some of you guys are popping in late, so you might have missed most of the meat and potatoes of the stream. If anyone has any questions, by the way, feel free to ask. I'm happy to, even if it's something I talked about, I will more than happily go over it again briefly. I will put the VOD on YouTube and I'll trim it up for a full video, and I'll probably upload it on my TikTok or whatever else do, because I'm gonna milk this for as much content as possible. Sandwich. Oh, Sam the homie, the free promo. No way, unheard of. Hell yeah, I think I hopefully explained it well. And Kip, if you watch the VOD and something is still confusing, by the way, feel free to just like shoot me a DM. This goes for anyone watching. If you have any questions I didn't answer, or you missed part of it and you want clarification or whatever, shoot me a DM. I'm bad at responding sometimes, and I admittedly still have all of the fucking Valentine's Day DMs that I haven't even opened, because that shit nuked my inbox for forever. But shoot me a DM. I'm happy to help. My thought process is, I've had people ask me like, yo, why did you like... Oh, shit, you know what? Yeah, that sounds like something she would do. That sounds like something she would do. But I had people ask me before I did this, like, I had, like, friends who were like, yo, why are you gonna, like, explain how the algorithm works? Like, isn't that, like, gonna ruin your job if people know how your shit works? Like, what the fuck? Like, isn't that a problem? And I'm like, no, it doesn't matter. This is one of the stupid things I hate about just any kind of, generally, anyone who is an expert in any kind of field, who was like, I'm going to keep my information secret for no reason. I'm like, you're why? I'm like, there's no reason to, first of all. And second of all, on TikTok, I firmly believe that if more people just know how the algorithm works, content will be guided to a better audience anyway, and it'll help everyone along the way. And also, I just think it'd be nice for me to help my editor friends who edit and don't know how to manage TikTok or make content for TikTok, just kind of figure it out and kind of get a little bit of a jump ahead of the jump ahead of the curve. Is that an expression? Head of the curve? Yeah, ahead of the curve is probably what I was looking for. But no, yeah, man, I had 100 people like that fucking tweet. I sent out 100 like personalized, more or less, Valentines. It was a lot of work. Yeah, of course, I'm happy to help, Raven. I appreciate you being here, dude. Big love, big hearts. But yeah, if no one else has any questions, that's pretty much all I had planned for the stream. I mean, it's 2 hours in. I could maybe do a little bit longer. I could also just like rest today and not really feel bad. I mean, I will be live tomorrow. What's your least favorite editing software? Least favorite? I mean, so my immediate first thought is probably Windows Movie Maker. But if you're talking like editing software that people actually use, I cannot stand Sony Vegas. I hate. And also, I love how you're intentionally spacing the Keck W. You are set in your ways. I'm not gonna try to correct you because I can tell you're beyond the point of being saved. But I love how you're just so aware of it now. But of ones that I would use, I actively despise After Effects, which is, as an editor whose my job is editing, I will brute force shit in Premiere if it takes twice as long, because After Effects scares the piss out of me. I open that app and I feel like a moron. I'm like, I just see slides and numbers and nothing makes sense. I don't know what's happening. I am going to return to fucking Premiere and have 50 layers of different text stuff so I can make a fucking subtitle crack in half. Would you rather permanent Cheeto dust fingers or sweat Gatorade? I have a question here. Are you asking me would I rather have permanent Cheeto dust on my fingers or sweat Gatorade and like drink sweat flavored Gatorade, or would I literally sweat Gatorade? Because I feel like sweating Gatorade feels like... I feel like sweating Gatorade, I feel like that's... Maybe sticky, though. I don't know if... Stumpy, I know that, but I don't know if I want to sell my bodily produced Gatorade. I don't know how I'd go about that, you know? Dude, After Effects, I open it, I swear to God, it looks like what I imagine the Cold War, like, fucking launch code. They open up the laptop. Oh, we gotta launch the nukes, and they pull up shit that looks like After Effects, and they start moving sliders and typing numbers in, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening here, bro. Vegas Lander, Magic. Yeah, I mean, listen, Vegas is fine. I just don't like the UI. I think Vegas is ugly. Hit Film. I mean, Hit Film was. Here's the thing: is you don't need a fancy editing software. You really don't. There are some things that will auto edit for you. Like I talked about it before. Like Moist Critical, for example, he uploads like 4 videos a day, and his are just really basic edits, and they don't really get a crazy amount of views all the time, but sometimes they'll still pop off. And yeah, I mean, you don't need fancy stuff. You don't even need to necessarily subtitle every single thing you do. I've been procrastinating learning AEs. This is just affirming my fear. Val, I will say that it's not as hard as I make it seem. I just my issue is me as a person. I guess I'm gonna delve into a deeper level of who I am and what I'm about. My big flaw is that I am incredibly stubborn, and I would rather brute force my way through something I don't know than have to watch a 2-minute tutorial saying, hey, this is how this works, because I'm annoying like that. And After Effects, I do not think I can brute force my way through, so I just have to eventually swallow my pride and accept the fact that I don't know how this works, and I'm gonna have to learn from somebody who does. And I hate it. I hate that. I also hate asking any of my editor friends for help on that stuff, because I'm like, I don't want to be a pain. I'm like, I'm employed full time in this. I don't want to be like, yo, by the way, you know After Effects, that second program that literally every single person uses? I've never used it. Can you teach me really quick? Like, it feels like a dumb question, you know? Do non-English people have... Kip, I feel like this was a D's nuts joke. I feel like I've never heard of Avid. I'm gonna ask if you D's nuts me. I'm gonna be so upset. What is Avid? Because I've never heard of Avid. I'm trying to think in my head. Avid. A video of these nuts in your mouth. Yeah, I knew it. I fucking knew it. I'm so mad. I pieced it together as you said it. I was like, a video. Is this for the Keck W? Is this for the Keck W slander? That's crazy. Man, you held that grudge. I cannot believe you did this to me. I'm so annoyed. I literally before I said it, I said I feel like this is a D's nut joke. No, I won't be okay. What do you mean? I won't be okay. I fell for it. For all the goddamn streamers. Dude, I don't know how we got here. Listen, here's the thing is I should know better. Because half the shit I've uploaded for Ludwig that goes viral is just him falling for poutine. Or the French one, the Jamie. Or marbles. And I'm like, bro, I should be experienced. I learned kombucha. I will never respond to kombucha. This is Sam. Did you do this to me? Okay, you know what? Hey, block list gained 2 people today. You know. Fuck Mary. Okay, whoa. Wendy's nuts in your mouth. Is that what we're going for? Are we going for Wendy's? Are we going for the bottom of the barrel jokes? This is not new. We need the new tech. If you're gonna hit me with it, you gotta pull out something new. I'm not gonna fall for Wendy. But if I did have to answer this question, that may or may not just be a very obvious D's nuts joke. I would marry Wendy. Kip, I don't trust. Hang on, I'm googling this. Oh, it's a real thing. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, I've never heard of this. I did Google it. Man, I can't believe you. I had to check. I had to know. I think DaVinci's fine too. I think DaVinci's a good one. I've just used Premiere because that's just what I used in high school when I had it, or college when I had it for free. My video editing journey started with me editing together a skit for my acapella group, which is probably one of the nerdier ways you can get into a field of any kind. Dude, it's any editing software. If you open up any kind of editing software, I swear to God, dude, the fans kick into overdrive. That shit starts melting. Sing us a song. I don't, dude. I'm nervous. I can show you a video of me singing in my acapella group. I'm too nervous to sing right now, man. I'll do karaoke eventually. I can hang on. Let me pull up some of my cringe acapella stuff. Don't call me a theater kid, guys. Come on, this isn't helping, Bella. You're not improving your odds here. Where? What do I have? It's the best one. Sing us Dame, dude. The Dame Dane song. Wait, why is this from a day ago? What the fuck? Oh, they just uploaded the most recent stuff. That's crazy. I will sing. Listen, I will sing eventually. Eventually, I'll do it. But I gotta be prepped. I don't want to just like, hey, yo, guys, what's up? It's me, Radstads. Variety streamer. Today, I will be putting on a concert for you. I feel like, I gotta. You guys, yeah, it was the video call. I thank you for the bless you. I'm sure the person in the audience was very happy. Sing poop. What the fuck is poop sock? Is that a song? I've never heard the song poop sock. Yeah, let me hang on. If I'm putting myself on blast, I may as well do the prime. This is probably the most embarrassing one to show. This is fucking High School Musical. My acapella group did this, and this again does not bode with me well for the I swear I'm not a theater kid argument, but I did have to sing the part of Troy Bolton. Allegedly. There's no proof. There's no way to know for sure. But I did do that. This is a poop sock and not a god. Alright, well, let me hang on. Mom found this is a song? Oh, I fucking know this video. This is not a song. This does not qualify as a song. Bridget, send a link? Yeah, send me a link for sure. You can send it my way. What the fuck is this, dude? I fucking hate this video. Is this a meme? Is this a got him? Or Sam, are you laughing because I got you with the Keck W and you look stupid now? This is my acapella group. We sang Poop Sock years ago. I was Troy Bolton in this karaoke. This. I don't think I could do this one. I don't think I got it in me. I don't have the pipes anymore. Don't have the pipes for it. All right, but here we go. This is me embarrassing myself publicly. It was a musical themed acapella show. I'm the one in like the fucking the wrestler one piece because I couldn't find a good basketball outfit because we all had the Goodwiller costumes. It's gonna be the TikTok vid. I'm gonna be honest though, I kind of fucking crushed this. A Star Is Born is such a sad ending. Don't compare me to A Star Is Born. And this was my my shame, dude. I looked fucking built in college. When did my golden years? I fell off. Show one of your original songs. Oh, dude, the original. I'll tweet one of those out eventually. That shit is deep in the vault. But yeah, I think that's enough. I already went through all of that shit at one point. Oh, but okay, did you send the video I have to watch, by the way? Is this another? If I click on this, is this a? Oh, I thought this was a meme. Is this good? Am I still gonna get fucking got? Am I You're a fucking piece of shit. You're Come on, man. No, dude. What? Listen, I know the dislike bar is no longer visible. Then we're just gonna one time for the one. That's a bummer. That's crazy. That unlisted video is really gonna get hit hard by that. It's really gonna get hit hard by that. Let me also switch back to this. This man I got the dislike extension. Ludwig talked about it, and I was like, well, shit. If my boss has it, then clearly, I also need to have it. But yeah, I think I'm probably gonna end the stream here. I gotta find someone to raid. But I will be back tomorrow. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. I think at either 5 or 6 p.m. Eastern, and I'm doing Spy Party with my good friend Mater G. Do you have a question? Kip. Yeah, hit me with the question. What do you got? I'm nervous. I got my fucking walls up. I'm on the defensive here, but I'm ready. You're good. Hey, you're good. Never mind. Oh yeah, never mind. That's crazy. That's what happened. Have a good. Oh yeah. No, you could say, hey, listen, hey, I don't bite. It's fine. Hey, I'm happy to help. If you got a question, I'm always happy to answer the question. You know. Okay, feel like I got one. Yeah. Okay. I'm ready. I'm with the question. I'm ready for it. What you got? Yeah. What's the question though? Can you add Kek L? I can. I can add that. I can add that. I can add that one. I'm also gonna make it say I'm gonna make it say I'm a loser the same way Kek W does, but I'll add it. It'll be here. It just won't be any different. And you can do whichever one you want, and you will be embarrassed either way. You know, hey, the monkey as you make your wish, and the monkey paw unfurls as you think about what you've done and the consequences of your actions. Hey, if you didn't video me, if you didn't avid me, maybe I would have gotten rid of Kek W. Well, you just gotta hold that one, you know. That's on you. But no, yeah. Hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully you got a lot out of it. If you popped in late, the VOD is gonna be up. I'm probably gonna archive it, and I'm probably gonna throw it on a VOD channel or something. And I'm gonna edit it down to a full video as well, just so it's more accessible with no fluff and whatever else. But yeah, again, if you have questions, shoot me a DM. Happy to help wherever I can. Happy to clarify whatever. I got some other stuff in here. Oh, and Sam is going live. Sandwich. I'm just gonna. What if I just send her just the baby raid? Hit Sam with the baby raid to start her stream. So I think she literally just went live, right? Do I have any other friends who are live with low viewers? Don't raid Sam. She sucks. She has a surprise for you. She has a surprise for me. Yeah. Does she have a surprise? She has a surprise for me. Should I go look first? Should I look first, or should I just raid her and hope for the best? Cause I can just raid. I'll just raid. I'll send the raid over, and then I'll see what the fuck is going on. And I swear to God, if/when I get poop socked, she's still in the should I wait then? Should I wait? Should I stall? I can buy time. Read it, but she's a fuckboy. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know, hey, we don't judge here. If you want to be a fuckboy, you can be a fuckboy. That's fine, you know. If you want to be a little bit of a fuckboy, that's okay. I'm not here to judge or hate. Do your thing. How many people have told you that I look like Will Neff? Are you gonna say I look like Will Neff? Yes, you fucking. Does that answer your question? Does that answer your question? Have I answered your question with that? Are you happy? Are you satisfied? Let me. Where's the one of my friends? Hang on. Where's the picture? Is this the one? This isn't the one I was looking for. Let me switch. Hang on. Let me while Sam is doing her go live and she's preparing whatever cursed surprise she has prepped for me. Let me one more time for the one. Let's get a little comparison going here. I don't know if my hair is. I don't know if I can do the same curl. How does he turn his head this way? I gotta. Hang on. I gotta figure this out. We're gonna figure this out, team. How do I do this? I think I have more hair. I gotta take this off my neck. This is fine. We're gonna get this. And now, I'm gonna hang on. Hang on. Why does he look like this? Why does he look at he's looking at the camera so mad? This is the worst website. Why the I fucking hate this. I'm leaving this website. I'm leaving this website. I need a better one. I need a better Will Neff long hair picture. This is the one. Obituary. Doesn't he look like me? Doesn't this looks just like me? Hey guys, look, it's me and my lookalike Will Neff. R.I.P. this guy. This is the picture that one of my friends fucking said I looked just like him in. This is the one. Hang on, let me open a new tab. Yep, here it is. Zoom. Enhance. Fuck. Enhance too far. Okay, 400%. It has gotten no bigger. I'm trying here. Open image in new tab. Okay, this is fine. You have to go deeper. Hey, look, it's and I gotta scroll. Scroll. Yeah, I know what I need to do. Yeah. Let's go here. Hair up. Fuck, hang on. How do I get this hair, bro? This shit's so hard to do. How do you... These glasses are not gonna be visible. I gotta make my hair all pretty. Hang on. Alright, it's other hand. Fuck. Can I zoom in more? Zoom in more. Further. Enhance. Enhance. This is the one. Now we got it. He does the... It's pretty one-to-one. Look, it's just me, Will Neff, and my boss. We all met up. We had a meetup, you know. But no, yeah, I have gotten the Will Neff comparison a number of times. He's now talking if you want to raid. All right, I'll raid Sam Vitch, and I will call the stream there. One more question. Okay. I'm nervous, but what's the question? Oh, did I do improv? I didn't do improv. I almost did. It was either gonna be improv or acapella. I did acapella, and then I was like, I kind of want to do improv, but I was like, I can't do both. I'm already kind of dedicated to the acapella part. But the improv group on my campus was kind of low-key, kind of trying to snipe me. But yeah. Something you love about myself? Oh God. You're talking like appearance or generally? Because I like my I'm fairly self-confident is kind of something that I like about myself. That was a bit of a work in progress that kind of gotten there, but I like my hair a lot. Admittedly a little bit long, but I like how my hair looks. I like my eyes. I like that my fucking facial hair doesn't look terrible. I like to think I'm decently funny sometimes, you know. But yeah, I think those are a couple. That's more than one thing, but those are a couple things I'm confident about. I mean, I'm not like a very like, hey, let me be stuck up and full of myself kind of person, and I feel weird just generally complimenting myself. But I'd say probably those things. If I had to answer, which I was forced at gunpoint to respond, I had to answer. I was afraid to type Keck W again. But anyway, I'm gonna send this raid over to Sam. I appreciate everyone who is being here. I appreciate everyone for being here live. I appreciate anyone who's looking through the VOD right now and has managed to stick through the entire video. If you did, I appreciate you kind of rocking and rolling for me, kind of embarrassing myself and showing more theater shit at the end. But yeah, appreciate you guys being here. Video is going to be up on YouTube at some point. VOD, I'm going to make a VOD channel. That's going to happen. Going to make TikToks of it too, but worry about that later. I'll be live tomorrow at 5 or 6 Eastern time with Spy Party with Maid of Jade. And that's going to be super fun. I'm super excited for that. It might be a drinking stream too, but yeah. You know what? Hey, we're going to rock with the Keck W. Hey, Kip, we're gonna rock with the I'm stupid. The Keck W get pooped socked is our raid message, everyone. We're gonna use this one. This is our move here. All right, team. Everyone on board? I like the more layers of irony we have are better. I kind of like the Keck W. I kind of like the Keck W one though. I think the Keck W one is funnier because I don't think Sam even has Keck W. Does she? Does she have? She does have Keck W. Ah. You're going to make me use Keck W in the chat. All right, we're doing the Keck W one. We're doing Keck W. All right, team. Good luck with the raid. Appreciate y'all being here, and I'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, later, guys. Have a good night.
So I just needed 10 seconds for, like, my brain to, like, catch up with the sounds that have been happening, and, yeah. Yo, what's up, Rads? How's it? You son of a bitch. You can't do it that way. That's not how this works. That's not how this game is played. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Guys, go follow Rads. I was just hanging out in there. He was giving some really good TikTok advice.